are y'all doing?
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
So, happy Saturday. Happy Veterans Day, actually, to all of our veterans and anybody who has family members or celebrates. It was kind of cool this morning. We saw right outside of our hotel was like the Veterans Memorial in McAllen. And they had a nice, even though it was raining, they still had a very nice, like, memorial service going on and stuff. So, Andrew and I got to view that this morning. It was nice. So, we're going to talk about Debarkation Day today. I know it's like the saddest day for me when the ship says you've got to leave. Like, get off the ship, and I'm like, I don't, but I want to be here another week. Although my card is saying no. So
it is a sad day.
It is, and I'm always, like I wake up early every day of the cruise, but that is the day that I'm like, well, I wanted to sleep in. You're gonna kick me off at 8, like. But we'll get into that in a minute. Do y'all want to introduce your channels? Clock, we'll start with you because you're at the top with me.
Okay. Mike Clock Family Adventures. We do cruising and any other travel. Currently in Tennessee at the Sevierville, right next to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, doing the Christmas stuff up here. And got a cruise next week. So check us out.
Yes. And we're going to go clockwise. So Lisa and Tony, would you like to talk about your channel?
Sure. I'm Tony from Traveling Chuck, and we're basically a channel that is promoting not only cruising but other adventures that we do, such as scuba diving, maybe going to other locations, whether it be like, for example, Lake Tenkiller or Blue Hole, New Mexico, someplace like that. Just travels in general and experiences that we come across.
Yes. And Mr. Bill Warmstrong.
Good afternoon, everybody. Anywho, I am Warmstrong Adventures.
I was going to say, I don't think you need an introduction. You're a celebrity now.
Yeah, no, I need introduction. From the views of my last video, I need introductions. Anywho, Warmstrong Adventures. My name is Bill. And I do mostly cruising videos, even though it says adventures and I say travel videos or whatever. And I haven't gotten too many travels in other than cruising. So I go live twice a week. I go live Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time with Controversial Cruising, where we do our cruise talk. And then I do a banter with Bill Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern time, where I usually talk about whatever's going on with my channel or what I've done. And November 19th, Clock and I, 2 separate rooms, but we're going to be on the same cruise. So we're going to bring you some content. Yeah, Mike, I had to say that. Yeah, me and Mike are going on. Anywho, we're going to be on MSC Meraviglia. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get all of our lives that we're going to be doing from the ship. And you never know what you might catch. Video.
No matter how many times he asked, it still stayed 2 rooms.
And no matter how many times. I mean, I try. Let's save some money, Clock.
I know. I try to get Andrew on that cruise. Ugh.
It'll be fun. The mustard drill is going to be there also.
My son's coming with me, so he'll have some fun.
Sweet.
Yay. Well, let's welcome some individuals in. Clock family, hello. Uncle Dave, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And there's Tony, hello. June and Brady, I hope you're doing good.
Hello.
Hello, Emily. I hope you're doing good. I read your messages earlier, and I think I responded about your sweet baby niece. Guess what? They are only 2 away from being able to go live. They've already started doing their happy dance. So let's try to get them to 50 tonight.
And you know what? I saw that in the chat, and I just looked. I'm not subscribed. So I thought I was earlier, but maybe it didn't stick. So I just resubscribed, and I'm going to make sure I'm putting it in my follow-up so I can go watch some videos tonight to make sure that it sticks. So you should be just 1 away, June and Brady.
Let me look, because I'm not sure if I am.
All right.
Mike is knocked out right now.
I was gonna say, let us know, June and Brady, once you hit 50, and we'll try to even get you over because you know how YouTube does weird things.
That's
Well,
right.
yeah, that's why I want to make sure I go there and watch some videos.
Hello, Lady CZ. Hello, Stray Dreams Gaming. I hope you're doing well. I had no idea you guys do scuba diving. I've done once in my life. Had a great time. I was in Freeport, Bahamas. Well,
Wow.
Emily,
What a coincidence.
you need to go check out Tony's channel. The traveling check. I always want to add a the in there. Traveling check, because he has this awesome shark diving video in Freeport. You have to go check it out. It's kind of, it gave me cold chills the first time I watched it, but it's a lot of
Yeah,
it's
who needs a
awesome video.
cage?
Yeah. And hello, Miss J Explorer. How are you doing?
Hello.
So I think I've caught up on chat. I'm going to try to do better tonight about staying on top of that. Um, so tonight we're talking about debarkation. So, I mean, let's say to me, it's the night before when I'm having to pack my things up. It's kind of starting to set into me that my cruise is ending. And that's usually when I want to try to cram in all the things I thought I was going to do on embarkation day, when I made that mental list of I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to sleep in and I'm going to try this and do this. I'm going to make it to tea time. And that's as I'm packing up my things, I'm realizing I did or did not do those things. So what about y'all before debarkation day? Like, when does it kind of start setting in that your day is coming? Go ahead, Bill.
June and Brady, you have 50 right now. I'm just saying, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Okay, you might want me to stay on topic, right?
You're good. You're good. I want to welcome in Jason and Ashley, Muncie channel. Hope you're doing well. And Stray says he wasn't subbed to June and Brady either. So there we go. All
Yeah,
right.
so everybody check and make sure,
Make sure.
that for me, I started getting sad about the third day, the third night, because then it's like, this cruise is half over. By the time I wake up, it's over half over. So I started getting sad then, believe it or not.
That's a joke with me and my wife all the time. On the second or third day, I'm like, cruise is almost over. And she's like, it's day 2. It's like, nope, it's almost over.
Oh man. Planning the cruise, I can see where you're coming from there, because like planning the cruise, like right now we're about 50 days out. So that list is happening of how I'm envisioning my embarkation day, and I'm going to, enjoy my rum punch when I get on the ship, and those things are starting to, the palm trees are starting to dance in my head, right? But then like when we start talking about debarkation, it's like, oh, luckily now I just learned to have another cruise plan so I can look forward to it, but that's another topic. So you do a countdown as well, Clock.
Well, this one here was a lot harder too, because I met so many people that we've been wanting to meet, and now it's like, when's the next time I'm going to be able to meet them? So it's saying the final goodbyes and everything else like that. Now I have already, we do have plans on Saturday on our way home. We're going to meet up with Kurt and Marcia and have lunch with them on the way home.
Oh, that's nice.
That is awesome. I can't wait to cruise with them.
It was all of them, Jennifer. It was really all of them. I mean, I'm going through my videos now. I'm putting out these videos. I'm going through the clips, and I'm like, I remember that day. I remember that. Oh, Josh, Moonlight Adventures. My goodness, I got some good video of him. They're so good, I got to edit a lot of it out, because it's like, I don't know if he wants that out there. He can have a good time, but that was a little too good of a time.
Right. That's what, if you're on a cruise with us, I mean, we're not really wild, but yes, please don't put me doing crazy things. And hello, the Traveling Gilberts. I hope you're doing good. They have such a fun channel. Their lives are always so much fun. They one day I was watching that they were drinking it's the Kenny Chesney rum. Oh my gosh, the No Shoes rum, Old Blue Chair. And I was like, let me go get mine out. Like They're a lot of fun.
Whoop, whoop.
I took everybody to their place. So traveling Gilbert's on the vloggers cruise, they took me to Deja Vu in uh, off Bourbon Street, and I said, okay, we went here this last time. Let's go ahead and go here. It's a good place. So everybody was like questioning me, like Deja Vu, and in my area, Deja Vu is a lot different. It's like, are you sure we want to go there? It's like, no, I've already been there once. It's like, well, just because you said you've been there, Mike, doesn't mean that I want to go there. It's like, no, come on. So I believe everybody liked their food. I know we liked ours.
Oh, everything was good. No,
Yeah.
Deja Vu from where I'm at, it's a topless, bottomless club.
Oh, that's the same way with Bruce and Cindy.
Yeah,
They're
it's like,
"You sure you
are
wanna
we
go
sure we're
there?"
taking the, are we sure we're taking the wives here, gentlemen? Yeah, I had questions.
That's too funny. Oh, y'all have to kind of surprise Andrew when we cruise with y'all on that. That'd be funny.
Back to your question that you had asked. For us, it's usually like 2 or 3 days before, because I like to have all the stuff ready to go that night. So I'll usually start packing a couple of days in advance, making sure all the laundry's done. If they have a laundromat, the any stuff that can be packed, I go ahead and pack it right then and there instead of waiting until the last minute. That way we have more time on the last day to actually enjoy that last day on the ship instead of having to spend it all day packing and stuff.
Right.
We just start doing little segments at a time.
I mean, I used to do all packing, but now I just kind of pack as I go. Like, if we're not going to the beach again, let's pack that stuff up. But it's yeah, it's at towards the end though, I just start getting like just throw it in a bag. I'll organize it when I get home.
See,
We do have a.
go ahead.
I was gonna say we have a question in the chat. What was the first cruise that got you hooked?
It was my second cruise. My first one, I got sick. I wasn't hooked after the first one. I got sick, but after the on the third day, they gave me Dramamine to take, and after that, I've been hooked. So I say the second cruise, actually, I got hooked on it. But I want to get back to the luggage. I mean, to the laundry and packing. If you live out your suitcase, you don't have to repack.
Thank you.
I'm just saying. I have all my clean clothes in my suitcase. I slide it under the bed. I slide it out, pick out what outfit I'm going to wear, and slide it back. Dirty clothes, they go in the closet. On the 7-day cruise, about the 5th day, I send my clothes out to be clean. So now they come back in 2 bags. All the clothes I've wore, whenever, they come back in 2 bags. I put them in the bag. I never touch them again. They're still clean. They're sitting right over here still, probably still in the bag. That's how you avoid all that packing at the end on your last day.
So I feel the same way. And I'm going to suggest that your cruise, like you find a cruise partner that's the same way, because I didn't do that. So my cruise partner likes to unpack and move in on every shelf and hang everything up. I'm like, no. Is that you?
No way, Mike.
What? Not me. I like to.
Well, when I get there, as soon as my luggage hits that room, I'm unpacked. My wife's the same way. We are unpacked, and I mean, it's not bad for us because normally we use all the clothes that we have anyway. So at the end of the cruise, we only have like a couple little things to throw in the suitcase, and we got a bag that we hang in the closet, dirty clothes. So I just grab that bag, I put it in the suitcase, and zip it up, and it doesn't take me long at all to pack up. Matter of fact, on this last cruise, the night of, everybody was like at 7:00. Everybody went back to their rooms to get packed up, and I was like, it's 7:00. I am not going to bed right now and not going back out with everybody. And I said, so I started shooting out text to everybody. I was like, hey, y'all going to bed? Or y'all going to go back out? And they're like, yeah, we'll go back out, sure. So we ended up staying out till I think midnight, maybe even later than that.
Wow. Hey, Orlando Magic Nation.
Hello.
So we're kind of split here. Some like to use packing cubes and put them in the drawers. I like to unpack. We only hang formal night stuff. See that I'm like that.
Yeah, yes, June and Brady. I'm like that too. If I bring dress clothes, I hang that up. If it's cold weather, I'm coming from cold weather, I'll hang my jacket up maybe, but that's about it.
I don't hang a bunch of stuff. It's just my Hawaiian shirts, and if like I got a jersey that I normally take with me. That's the only other thing I hang.
So for Chloe, because she's still small, I take like a gallon Ziploc bag, and I'll put her whatever swimsuit for. Let's say we're going to Cozumel, I'll put her Cozumel swimsuit in there, her Cozumel swimsuit cover in there, and then a change of clothes, and then whatever clothes she's getting off the ship in, and her socks, and I'll zip it up, and I'll write Cozumel on the outside of it, and then I'll pull out a couple days at a time for her. I don't completely unpack for her, but like for me, I'm like, no, I want to wrestle with I mean, that's how I wake Andrew up. I got to wrestle with the luggage in the morning and like, put it on the bed. And, of course I overpack. So I have to rummage, like through to find, Monday's outfit. Cause that was the first one I packed. I mean, is that not how, I mean, that's how I am with mine. And then Andrew's like, can you please just hang your stuff up and be normal?
Exactly. That's why I like to be able to just grab my stuff and it's already in the drawer. All I got to do is if I have a couch in the room, then I normally grab my stuff the night before and have my clothes ready because I'm the one that gets up in the morning and she doesn't want to. So I'll have my pile of clothes ready to go for the next morning. I'll snatch it, jump in the shower, and then I'll go off and get my video into the ship, or I'll go get coffee and bring it back to the room. And then hopefully by then she's ready to get up.
A Muncie channel said it was awesome to meet people like Clock. Just have to say I'm jealous, Jason and Ashley. I have not met Clock yet. I hear he's quite fun to cruise with, though. That's what I've heard continuously from the booze cruise.
He's the man.
That's what I hear.
I'm not going that far.
Hey, yes, you are, Mike.
And I'm seeing Controversial Cruising. I hope you're doing well. And
Hey.
I think I missed you in the chat, but hey, I hope you're doing well, Scott. I know you're on a cruise. So, okay, so we're packed. Now, do you carry your luggage off, or do you set it out by 10 p.m., Carnival at 10 p.m.? And
I carry it off usually.
You do?
It depends on how much we bring.
We set it out because I bring too much.
Well, I wasn't going to say that.
I mean, I have downsized, and it's still too much. So it's like we have our carry-on rolling bag and laptop. We have his bag and my bag. And then he likes to unpack as soon as we're in the room. And I'm like, yeah, I can get to it tomorrow, whatever. And then we store them underneath the bed. But then as we dirty, we pull out and put the dirty in one of the suitcases so we can roll it easier down the hall if there's a laundromat. So we go down and wash the clothes or whatever. And then it goes back in the drawer until the night before. And, we pack everything. We do remember to leave out a change of clothes for the next day or change into what we're going to wear the next day and pack everything else. So put it out at night.
It wasn't us, but somebody we cruised with once packed all their clothes. It's not me, but they packed all their clothes. They pulled out their pajamas, but sent their luggage, didn't pull out anything else, and had to walk off their cruise ship in their pajamas. Luckily, they were appropriate pajamas, but it was my ex-sister-in-law. So it was not me, but yeah, luckily they were appropriate pajamas.
If I do check my my luggage, like to have it picked up at port side, what I do is whatever outfit I'm going to wear going on the plane home, on the ride home, I put that out. I wear that the night before. So, after dinner or whatever, I put on that outfit, take a shower, and wear that out for a couple of hours, and then put it on in the morning and do that. Usually it's nothing but khaki pants and a t-shirt and a hoodie for me. But That's what I wear like the last night if I check my luggage. If I don't check my luggage, whatever I have.
So I, in 14 cruises, have not learned to pack appropriately. So I always overpack. And so I always set my everything out at 10 and just kind of carry off a backpack. Um,
Rookie.
I, I am. You would think I would learn. But even today, I was like, let's pull out all the luggage, Andrew. Let's start packing. It's like, no, this is why you overpack because you start packing 2 months early. Anyways,
Mike, are you packed yet for the 19th?
So I have laundry here. So the night before we leave here, I'm going to do all my laundry, and when I pack my suitcase from here, I'm going to be ready for that cruise as well. Now, when I get home, I mainly pack jeans for down here because it's so cold down here. So when I get home, I got to change the jeans for shorts, and I'm going to throw a couple extra pair of socks in there because it's an 8-day cruise.
Okay.
So Jen and Brady, they carry off, and they're usually at their car by 7:30.
Sweet.
Wish we would have hung out with Clock more, but we didn't want to bother people on the vloggers cruise. I can definitely understand that.
I think there was a lot of people that were like that. Certain people had no problem going around and bugging bugging the heck out of people, which I think that's one thing that made other people not want to ask questions and stuff because they're like, man, that person has not left that person alone at all, and we're 5 days into the cruise, so I'm not going to bug them because then that's just one more person bugging them.
But just so you know, if you ever see us on a cruise, you can always come say hello to us.
Well, I think anybody in this community right here, I don't think we're really going to care about bugging each other.
No. But, some people still, out of respect,
And they do. It's hard for me to believe that people like look at my channel and think that they would bother me by speaking to me. Because I had a couple people come up to me, eventually it's like 2 or 3 days into the cruise. We watch your channel, but we didn't want to bother you. I'm like, you're not bothering me. I like it. Come on up. And it was a lot of fun. It was interesting because I just never thought of anybody just looking at me, looking at my channel that way. I just, hey, it's just Bill. Come on up, say hi.
Yep.
But I guess I can see that because I've done that with some larger channels, and some were approachable and others weren't. And that's what I loved about this cruise was that every channel there, was approachable. Every channel there reached out. Every channel there knew your name. Every channel there. I mean, it was really a nice cruise.
Yes.
Some people may have teased you for not showing up all the time. But.
No, and I understand that. But again, I mean, that's my personality. And I'm not going to really change that for everybody because, well, they're going to dinner at 5:30 in the afternoon, 6 o'clock. I don't eat dinner till 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Right.
I just ate at the taco place at 2 o'clock.
You guys planning a nap.
Right. Just woke up from a nap. And but I really enjoyed it.
The Traveling Gilbert said they can't wait to hang out with you in a little over a month.
The greatest cruise of all time.
Greatest cruise of all time. Grammy's Journal. Hello. And then I know I didn't want Miss J Explorer has a couple of questions for us. Is anybody excited about Celebration Key? I am. Yes. It looks really cool to me.
Yep.
When things are new, I like new things. And that's one of them. Again, Carnival doesn't come out with a lot of new stuff. I mean, it's rare. So when they come out with new stuff, and I'm a Carnival fan, and when they come out with new stuff, I'm excited. So yeah, I can't wait to see how it works out for them with the new Celebration Key.
Me too. It kind of gives me Coco K vibes, and so that's what I'm kind of looking forward to because I like Half Moon. But I wish there were some things on Half Moon. I love the beach at Half Moon, but I kind of wish I'm so fair skinned that, after an hour or two of being out in that water, I need I need to get out of it and go do something else, because if not, I become as red as Bill or Clock's shirt, by the end of the day. I'm just a lobster. And so, and then usually that's like second port for us, which on the Dream. So I'm really, really excited for it. And then I saw another question here. What's a good hotel to stay at in Miami to have a quick and easy shuttle ride to the port? I've
There's a
haven't
bunch,
stayed in
but
Miami in a while.
yeah,
There's a bunch of hotels.
I've just been shopping for them for the Icon, but I mean their price range anywhere from $100 to $500. So it's really on what you want to pay, and I mean there's I'd have to look up the one that I found because it doesn't seem like it's too bad a price, and it's pretty much it's only a couple miles away. I think it said like 10-minute ride or 15-minute ride to the cruise port, and it's kind of like in between the airport and the cruise port, so it's only like 15 minutes and then 15 minutes. So look it
Did
up.
we say Best Western there, or was it Holiday Inn? Maybe it was Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
And that was pretty close, and they had a shuttle from that hotel to the port. So
Yeah, but we ended up going from the airport because we had to rent the car.
no, the next morning when we left the hotel,
Okay.
that's where we stood outside and talked to
Okay. In Miami.
Ooh, same day. I don't advise that.
Usually when I cruise out of Miami, my go-to hotel is South Beach Plaza. South Beach Plaza. I think that's the name of it. It's not a 5-star hotel. It's about 2 blocks from Ocean Drive. So you can walk right to the beach, right to the main drag on South Beach. I mean, I love it, but it's it's an older hotel. Breakfast, they have like a sandwich kind of in a package kind of deal. It's nothing special, but the price was always good. I always got it. I mean, and this was like even on the weekend between $70 and $110 or so. The air conditioning worked, the water worked, so that's where I stay again. But I don't demand a lot from a hotel either.
That's good to know, because we just booked, I think it's DoubleTree, I think it is, right there by the airport. It was pretty reasonable price compared to where we were, kind of right there in that downtown area. But I may text you later, Bill, about that. Gilbert,
You're bougie. See, I like to be walking distance to South Beach, and this one I think you would be disappointed because there's really nothing to it. They do have a happy hour at the little bar they have there. They I forget what it was, but pay $20 all you can drink for an hour. But all I'm worried about is going to South Beach because it's kind of like New Orleans. New Orleans became like my second favorite port to go out of because you're so close to Bourbon Street and just all the action that even at the hotel we stayed at, it was a $15 Uber ride from my hotel. But I just stayed down there. I just enjoyed it so much. Well, South Beach is like that. So this hotel is like 2 blocks off. I can walk right to the beach, two short blocks, and be on the beach for let's say $100. It's about a $15 Uber ride to the port, and probably from the airport, it's probably about a $25 maybe ride from the airport there. It wasn't bad, whatever it was.
okay.
I just found mine. I'm at the Courtyard Marriott, Miami Airport, West Doral, but it was a lot more than what I thought it was. After taxes and all, it's $181 for the night.
That's a good price.
What day was that, Mike?
That's for January 26th.
Oh, Icon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Otis Media, hope you're doing well. I want to make sure to say goodbye to Traveling Gilberts. I see Miss J Explorer. I'll get right back to your question. I just want to make sure we have Jason and Ashley are saying that's great information, Bill. They also want another pineapple clock, and I want to let you know, clock, I got your pineapple in the bottle opener. I meant to bring it in here. Emily loves the ocean and the beach, and hopefully I didn't skip your comment. Generally speaking, y'all can shout out if you see me. We will. We will. And if anyone's available to join, they'll be on the celebration on March 3rd.
I started thinking about Blaine's cruise next year just because I'd like to go out of Charleston before it closes. And I wanted something in between January and July, but the prices on it, since it's so late in the game, is it's over $1,000 a person.
Yikes.
Yes, happy hour, my kind of hour. And they said they'll never stay at a Days Inn ever again because there were maggots in the refrigerator in Cincinnati. Yep, that would be a no for me too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can tolerate a lot of things, but that is not one. We don't care about the hotel as long as there's no bugs. I've kind of gotten to where I have a little more standards as I get older, but that's a big one. No bugs, no maggots. I mean, I feel like
Right.
that's pretty basic, but you know,
definitely no giant spiders.
no giant spiders. And have any of y'all ever been a pier runner? I have. They were calling my name over the.
Come on, Jen.
Follow
the rules, Jen. Follow the rules. I see you're a rebel.
It was actually my first cruise, and I was a minor. I was with my dad. So we decided we all went to the ship, checked in, and then my dad went back to get something. I think it was Puerto Rico or St. Thomas. I can't remember which one. And I was like, I'll go with you. And we went. We thought we had an hour extra than we did, and so we were like running back to the ship. They were calling our names. My mom and my brother were like freaking out. But that was my first and last time to be a pier runner because there's going to be no running on the pier from me anymore. You'll just have to just call. No, it's not happening. So yeah, we make sure we're back in time. I want to walk at a snail's pace usually, just so you know. Like I want to take my time getting back to the ship. I do not like being rushed at all.
Right.
I've canceled activities. Bye.
Well, we had somebody, they weren't pier runners, but they, I guess they were pier riders because they come flying down to ours and then whipped around and went to another ship that was out there. So we're like, all right. We thought they were pier runners for our ship. Ended up not being.
Apparently, we had some pier runners in Cozumel because they went to the wrong ship or something.
I've heard that.
Other things.
If you're a first-time cruiser, I can see how you maybe, there's 3 Carnival ones there. You're like, am I on the Dream Vista?
Is it that or they were in Caribbean? I just forgot.
Oh, they went to the Royal Caribbean. Oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not a short run.
Well, they had a little bit to drink from what I heard.
Well, you got to do a little better than that. They didn't know what ship they were on.
Yeah.
I mean, again, yeah, okay.
That's a little different.
I mean, my goodness.
I mean, that's just rumors that I heard. So
we're Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express people now. I love Holiday Inn Express. I tried to stay there this weekend, and so we had to stay at Home to Suites by Hilton. They're pretty nice too. What's up, people? I hope you're doing well, Danny D. I'm sorry, I'm a little Keisha H. I hope you're doing well. And I just want to make sure I'm caught up on chat. Always wear a wristwatch. Yes. Yes. Hey, Najima Brown, I hope you're doing well. Don't forget your HIG points. That is so true. Right. We made the wrong ship mistake in Roatan. I can see where that happens.
Come on, A. Muncie. You need to come up here and explain to you how you missed or went to the wrong ship.
Yes.
So Roatan, they have different ports for the different cruise lines too, don't they?
They do. They do.
Yeah.
No,
well, if somebody else took you to the wrong port, I understand that.
kind of understand that. I really can. But let's see. I think I'm caught up in chat. So debarkation day. I'm gonna try to reel us in. But if you have questions in chat, yes, we'll answer them. So debarkation day, like what's kind of your routine on, you've got your luggage out, you're walking off the ship, or you've already dropped it off. What's your kind of y'all's routine in the morning? Clock.
So for us, I make sure I wake her up plenty early to so I can get that free breakfast in the buffet. So I'm not paying for breakfast on the way home. And we normally that's what we normally do. We go up there, get some breakfast, and then we're headed to the airport, or we hurry and get to our car and try to get home as fast as we can.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry. We get out of the room or out of the cabin in time like we're supposed to. We go up to the buffet. We just kind of sit around there and see all these people rushing for the door to get off. And I'm like, I am still on vacation. And when they're kicking me off the ship, then I'll leave. And we never schedule flight before 1, 2 o'clock just in case. We've been in Galveston a couple of times and got delayed because of fog. So we always book our flights a little bit later, and we just take our time. And once everybody's kind of out of the way, of course, that's how I am in life too. Just let everybody go in front of me, and I'll drag up the rear, and I'll get out when I get out, because I'm probably going to trip over my luggage, and I don't want everybody to see me fall. So,
yeah, we usually end up, depending on which port we come back from, we end up getting home real late. Would I like to get home sooner? Most definitely, but at the same time, I don't want to book a flight at 11 a.m., 11 or 12 a.m., and then have the ship get stuck out at sea because of fog, and we end up missing it. And so we usually end up, like she said, they end up booking a later flight for that reason. And I think this next one, we're not getting home till like 12, a little after midnight.
Yeah, I think it's 10:30 when we come back into Seattle in May. So it's too late after being in the airport all day and everything, but I just don't want to take the chance of missing the flight. So
that last night for me, it's like that morning is one of the only mornings that I get up early. Maybe to see the ship pull in if I can, to get some video of that, or as Mike said, go get the free breakfast. I try to get off as soon as I can, though. I try to get off the ship and get to the airport as soon as I can. If my flight is 11 o'clock or earlier, I try to get off very first thing, almost immediately if I can. If it's later in the afternoon, if it's 2, 3, I wait till they kick me off. I go have breakfast, sit up on the Lido deck or something, and they say, "Hey, everybody got to get off the ship about 9:30 or whatever time that is." That's when I get off. A leisurely breakfast. Those are good days.
So we normally set our luggage out. So we wait for how they do the boarding numbers off the ship. We also are in no hurry. We take our time. Now we are out of the room by 8 or 8:30, whatever time they say we're out of there. But we go and have breakfast on the Lido deck. We sometimes, depending on the ship, we'll wait kind of like near the casino area so I can say goodbye. And they're not working, but I gotta say goodbye to my favorite machine and tell it how good it was to me. Or I give it a salute. But anyways, I'm just joking. But usually that's what we kind of do. We kind of just leisurely get off the ship. We live now. I'm talking Galveston because we live about 3.5 hours from the port. So we kind of take our time. Let those who got to get off rush off, and then we Andrew goes and gets the car. I'll stay at the luggage type thing. June and Brady say they're up at 6. Pack the last minute stuff and off the ship. Sometimes they eat breakfast, but not usually. Miss J Explorer says, "Oh yes, free breakfast."
You can't beat a free breakfast.
No, you can't. No, and they even have like a blue iguana still, in the morning. So I've got to get that last blue iguana too. My 100-pound wife loves the buffet. Can't drag her away from it. Your wife and I have that in common because my husband tried to take me from the buffet. I almost cried until I found out you could take food back to the room. Hello, Grandma Udi. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. All the good panelists there. Yes, yes. So if you've come in the middle, we have Mike from Clock Family Adventures. We have Lisa and Tony with Traveling Check, and Bill Armstrong Adventures. And then I'm Jennifer from Debarkation Nation. And let's see, I think I've caught up with everything here.
I know I'm getting off topic, but the blue iguana. So the only other time I had it was on the Pride, and for some reason it was nasty on the Pride.
Really?
But when I had it here on the Glory, it was good. I had breakfast burritos. It was good. Enjoyed those, and then I had a bunch of shrimp tacos between a couple different days, and they were all good. So that was, I guess, it was just the ship because I was definitely counting the blue iguana out as far as between Royal and Carnival, with Royal having the El Loco Fresh. But I think I like blue iguana this time better than the El Loco Fresh.
I like the blue iguana.
I do too. Now, what do y'all like for breakfast? What do you get at Blue Iguana?
I got scrambled eggs and sausage and ham or bacon or something in the burrito.
I don't normally do the breakfast, so because I'm not a big egg guy, but I just love when I go there in the afternoon, like the tacos, the chicken and pork tacos.
So I get like the wheat tortilla, and then I like to get it with like the scrambled eggs and the sausage and stuff. But I always get like the cheese, sour cream, and guacamole and stuff. It is so good. Like the combination, the way they do it is so good.
We eat there. I get the jalapeno tortilla, and then normally I just go get an omelet, and with all the fixings there, and then I come to the Blue Iguana or to the taco bar, and I get the salsa there because I like salsa on the omelet, and then their watermelon slices. I get all the toppings to go on the omelet that's already filled.
I heard someone say they bring like a bag of Tostitos with them on the cruise ship, and they'll just go get like the salsa and take it back to their room and sit on their patio and eat chips and salsa. It was kind of like, okay.
Good idea.
Like they like the I guess the person I was talking to, they like the scoops in particular.
Yeah.
I was like, I hadn't thought about that, but do you bring your own chips?
No, but the multigrain scoops are the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about multigrain, but the scoops. I like the scoops.
Yeah.
We got hooked on the multigrain after I forgot what it was she fixed. We call it stuff. And we put some of those in that, and we've been buying those ever since. They've got a different flavor to them.
That or the black bean and garlic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those are awesome.
So you have a question there on the screen.
I do.
Emily, it's a well-oiled machine. You have to get everybody off the ship before you can bring people on the ship. So. I mean, at 10:30, if they're boarding at 10:30, they got to get everybody off the ship so they can get everything cleaned up and the rooms ready and all this other good stuff. So that's why they want you. They'll let you stay a lot of times out of the room, maybe by 8, maybe, but they'll let you stay on the Lido deck and have breakfast till about 9, maybe 9:30. But then about that time, you got to leave the ship so they can get all that cleaned up for the next group coming on.
Yeah, we made the mistake of on our first cruise, no one really explained a whole lot to us, and we missed a lot of the presentations that they give. So that's one of the things I would recommend for first-time cruisers, that go to all the informational presentations you can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we were still in our room and we heard a knock on the door and opened it up, and there was the room steward, and he was shocked that we were still in there, and he's like, "You guys are supposed to be out of here." Oh, okay. So we newbies. It was like I said, it was our first cruise. We didn't know, but we learned real quick that from now on we need to be out of that room early.
Jason, go ahead.
Emily, yeah, when I say it's a well-oiled machine, I mean this is just every day is like Groundhog Day with them. They do the same thing over and over again. I mean, they act like it's a new, hey, welcome aboard, like everybody's new, but it's like, yeah, this is the same speech we got last week. If you ever did a back-to-back cruise, it's like the exact same. Even the Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Even the Military Appreciation Day. If one guy does it, if you get him again or her, they give the same speech, the same jokes, the same. So yeah, it's a machine. They keep you happy, but it's a machine.
Yeah.
And then Miss J Explorer asked, do we participate in sail away parties?
I always go. Do I do the wobble? No, every now and then I might shake a leg every now and then, but usually I'm filming, and I enjoy listening to music and watching people have a good time. Usually, so I do. Say again.
I do a lot of filming.
Yeah, but I do. I like watching people have a good time, and I enjoy it.
We've only been to one or two, and we're just starting the filming thing, so we go up there for a little bit and be like, all right, we're good, and leave. So yeah. I guess we'll spend a little more time this next couple of trips.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can catch some funny stuff and make a short out of it.
Well, our very first trip, it was funny because we went with his coworker guy. That was a whole nother story in itself. And then ended up the Employees Association where I work. So it was like my boss's boss, 3 other supervisors, somebody from HR, and then there was another girl in field services like I was, in a different division, field services. They were all on my cruise, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? I can't get away. So we didn't do a whole lot.
Oh no.
I behaved myself well on that one. So
Keisha says she slept through the sail away. We've done that too. Andrew and we've done that.
I've done that when I flew in like the day of. I would get up like catch the first thing out. So I'm at the airport by 5 o'clock in the morning, leave at 7, get there at 9 or 10, hanging out. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm dead tired. So I've done that too.
Yeah. There's one we slept through dinner.
Yeah, sail away and dinner. It was like 9 o'clock at night. We woke up. And it was like, what's going on?
Well, I try to watch what I eat, like when I get on the ship, because you wind up snacking and eating. So by dinner time, especially because I switched over here recently on a few when I didn't have anytime dining. I had like the early dining, and I mean you're looking at like 5:30. It's like, well, I just got out of Guy's Burger at 3, so I'm not hungry. So I wound up missing like the first night of dinner. I wound up missing the main dining room.
Hmm.
They said they missed the sail away on the Vloggers cruise because they were getting good seats for the Bengals Chiefs game.
Yeah, see, priorities. That's good reason.
Bill, I knew you would agree with that. Is the spa on the ships worth the money? I don't think so.
Depends on how much you use it, I would guess. I mean,
we've done a few things, and like I did the acupuncture, and I ended up walking away, and my thumb was numb for about 2 weeks after. And then they're like, "Oh, you need to continue this when you're on shore." Wait, what? You didn't tell me that beforehand.
Right.
But the thermal pool, oh, that's worth it. That thermal pool is awesome.
So, and see, I would say the same thing. Like the saunas and thermal pools would be worth it. The treatments on the ship, I can't justify like spending 2 and 3 times what you would pay on land for that. So,
yeah, and usually when you do that, then at the end of the first session, they're like, "Oh, well, you need about 4 or 5 more sessions in order for this to take effect." And it's just like, yeah, no, I don't think so.
I agree. I've also gotten my nails done on the ship, and pedicure and stuff. It's much cheaper if you get it done before the cruise, and to me, it lasted longer. They didn't do, this, it was just a little, like a couple layers, whereas like your local probably put on a couple extra knowing you're going on a cruise. Hi, Ship to Shore Cruise News. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in.
Now,
I was looking at the haircut from the last one, and I'll just put my hair in a ponytail before I go get my hair cut on there. I'm just saying.
Right. Mike, what were you saying too?
I'm sorry. Mike.
I've told the story a few times before. I broke my back in 2005 and I always have issues. Well, one of the cruises I was pulling the suitcases out of the car and threw my back out. So the first day I set myself up for a hot stone massage, full body and hot stone massage, and did that on the very first sea day, which was like the second day of the cruise or whatever. And as soon as I got off the table, I was fine. And so it fixed it right away. So I think I paid like $180 for it, which I mean, you normally pay like around here for a regular massage is like 120. And I got the hot stone, so I know it's higher, but for me fixing my back that easy, it was definitely worth it at the time.
That's a good point.
Wow.
And they'll do a great job. Like when you're walking back from port, they'll have them set up as you're going to the Lido deck or to get off the elevator, and they'll do like that free 5 minutes tester. I mean, that's how we ended up paying for 2 massages. But I mean, it felt great. Don't get me wrong. I was on vacation. You know, you got the view and the water, and then you're in the moment. But I think if you're a little more budget, you know, if you're looking for something else, it's not really worth the money. No. I think the spa massage treatments and saunas and pools are definitely worth it, but try to catch a deal. See, I can agree with that, Keisha. Again, I just wouldn't pay the full price. And
so what is it, the first day on the ship, you go to their little seminar thing, like about 6 p.m. or something like that, and you can get deals, or when you're in port, I think they have deals there too. So,
and that's how I got mine for $180. I think it's normally like $235 with the full body plus hot stone massage.
Okay.
See, if I can make it to the first port, you can get off port and go get a massage, and usually they're just as good. And I mean, again, a third to half the price of what they are on
I plan on doing that if we find a place this time on Nassau or whatever.
Yeah. How about Miami? Our first stop is Miami.
Well, I don't know if you're going to find a cheap one in Miami.
I was just kidding, but yeah. What a first port.
Yeah.
But Destination Fun will be there.
Yeah, well, that's the only good thing.
That'll be fun.
I wouldn't even have gotten off the ship if it wasn't for that.
I can just imagine a massage on the beach would be amazing.
Yes, it is. Grand, what is it? Grand Turk. Instead of going left, you go right there on the beach. Right. I mean, and it's I don't know, $30, $40. It was amazing.
Oh wow, that's a good price.
Oops.
Yeah, because it's going to cost you 3 times that on a cruise ship.
At least. Even
in a port. Anytime. Just let us know. I mean, we're happy to answer questions. You've got Bill. You've been on like what, 44 cruises now?
44 cruises.
Wow.
So, Clock's been on, a couple. Lisa and Tony have been on what, 10 or 12?
Well, I think it's what we're at.
Yeah, so definitely got the right
Clock has
here.
40 cruises booked.
I was going to say that. How many do you have booked?
9 cruises booked.
Oh.
Until
You just said 3.
until like Monday or Tuesday or whatever. I'm booking the April 2026.
You are.
April. Okay. Nice.
That's gonna be a good cruise.
We gotta wait for me to build my leave, and plus she got a new position, so we're not sure how that's gonna work.
Yeah. We have 3 booked, and she's like, "It's okay. We know about it." So, fingers crossed. She's not really frowning upon the 31 day, but it's like, okay, we've made it this long without a supervisor, so we'll make it work. I'm like, okay, thanks. So on the 22 day, did you count that as 1 cruise or 3? 3 7 days.
1.
Okay. Just checking. Yeah. 44. Wow, I can't even imagine.
Well, I did see again.
you.
I did a lot of shorter cruises, like when I was working. So get the weekend off. I would fly down for the weekend, 3 or 4 day cruise. So I did my fair share of 3 or 4 day cruise on the Imagination and Inspiration and all those ships. I prefer, as long as I can stay on a ship, the 22-day. Well, I did back to back. Did what is it, 22 or 21 day, and I did a 7 day after that, a back to back in 29 days, and it still wasn't enough. I still could have stayed there for another month probably.
Well, I forget which one I was on now, but a guy came out, a staff member came out the door, and he turned and looked, and there was this lady. She had to have been 95. She curled up on the patio, but she was up under the awning reading a book. And he's like, well, there you are. I've been looking for you. And I'm thinking, I wonder if she lives on here. How lucky, or if she just cruises a lot. And I know Jen talked about, they knew her dad and her brother in the casino, knew her brother in the casino. But
that was the wildest thing. We were walking on the Freedom, and my mom and dad had just cruised probably about a month or two before. So it'd been a couple of weeks. And I was walking on with my dad, and we were walking. They're like, when they see your platinum or diamond, they're always like, welcome home, welcome home. And so Mr. Diamond here. And so, I was like, oh, cool. But when we got into the ship, like we were going towards the elevators, somebody said, Mr. Larry, welcome home. And I was like, okay, like he knew your name. Like he didn't even, and he said, yeah. And I said, how does he know your name? He said, I spent a lot in the casino last cruise with your mom.
Right.
He's like, that was our casino host. I was like, oh, oh, my bad. Question: what is one item you always make sure to bring on a cruise?
Hooks.
Passport.
Oh yeah, passport.
You know what? I might think the only thing I make sure that there's a lot of things, but the one thing that I always make sure I bring is the right attitude. I mean, we all need our passports. We all need our, whatever plane ticket. We all need our luggage. We all need that. All my cruises, I've always brought a positive attitude and looking to go have fun. And I went and had fun, and I've never had a bad cruise. I've had things happen. I've had bad weather. This last cruise me and Mike were on, we missed a port. I didn't even bat an eye at it. I mean, I didn't even think anything about it. So I always if you bring a good attitude and make the best out of it, and just know going in that things could go wrong, probably will go wrong. I guarantee you'll have a good time. We had an extra sea day because we couldn't stop at a port. Well, that's just extra music, extra trivia, extra food, time to eat food, extra. I mean, I had a good time. So if you bring the right attitude, and a lot of people, they come on a cruise cranky. They caught the early flight, and now they're tired, so now they're cranky. When they got to check in, the line was long, and the bag and all my luggage. I checked my bag, but it's not at the room. It's 5 o'clock. Why isn't my bag in the room? And they just go and they're just cranky the entire cruise.
Yeah,
people. That's just a miserable way to live.
Yes, I agree. Attitude, passports, hooks. I was going to say money for the casino.
Right. Well, and again, and now if you're talking about items, you see again, passport is the main one because I would tell everybody I got to have a passport. I know you don't need one, but you got to have one.
Yeah. No, I agree. That question was gonna come up in a minute when we got back to debarkation talk. Hello, Cruise Nuts. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. June and Brady say they always bring a shoe organizer to hang on the door for the bathroom essentials. Those are cool. We experienced those for the first time in Disney, and I saw this mom unroll this thing, and I was like, "What is that? That was cool." Everything you needed. I am not that organized, but that was cool.
Plug strip's my main thing because I was being smart about the passport, but the plug strip's the main thing because most cabins, if it's any ship that's 5 to 10 years old, or older, a lot of times they only have one plug in the room.
And it depends on what you do. I mean, again, by us being vloggers,
Mhm.
I mean, we have phones to charge, cameras to charge, batteries to charge, laptops to charge. I mean, I guess for me, the main thing I would take, like Mike says, is a power where you can charge everything that you need when you need it. I mean, that's like number one. I mean, when I normally pack, that's the first thing I put in my bag. But I used mine around my house someplace because of my setup here, and I waited till the last minute to pack it. I didn't pack it, but I went out and bought a new one just so I can have more plugs than that one. Because currently, I mean, those older ships, as Mike said, there's like one plug, and I mean, have you ever tried to charge like 5 items with one plug?
Right. It's a nightmare.
Well, I have a CPAP machine too, so
Oh, so yeah.
I burned my one receptacle up off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the times they brought us an extension cord because the plug was at the end of across the room from the end of the bed, and so that was a nightmare having to get up in the middle of the night and possibly trip over the extension cord because it was running across the floor. But
that's where the hooks come in handy, because then you can magnetic hooks
now that we
everywhere
have
around
those,
the
you
cord.
could, yeah, you can hang that up.
Jason, Muncie Channel is asking, what about the September 13th cruise on Royal Caribbean Clock?
I'll be on. I mean, I'm be on that one. I'll be on both of them, the 13th to the 16th and the 16th to the 20th. I'm just not going on the booze cruise. My wife wasn't good with the Glory. The size of that ship, as much rocking as all it did, and there's no way I can go on a smaller ship. So
Yes, and we'll be on clocks as well. We'll be on both the back-to-back 13th through the 20th.
I'm only doing the first half, the 3-day.
And then I'm still trying to talk Lisa and Tony to coming with us. I know
Well,
they've got
Tony Powell leaves, so unfortunately we won't be able to.
Yeah, that 31 days is wiping me out.
yeah. Like, yeah, that's a 31. That's a trip of a lifetime. So,
Yeah.
do you recommend getting a hotel the day before your cruise if you're coming out of town? Can't remember, you guys covered that already. I do. I think it's easier. I am all about, getting on the ship and not being stressed, and like Bill said, having that right attitude and being happy and stuff. I feel like if I'm flying in the day before, or if I'm driving in the day before, I'm just kind of adding to like that stress that could be avoided. And plus, you get to start your vacation a day earlier. So we always come in like the Friday night before. We get it, like if we're going into Galveston, we'll get a hotel, stay the night, go to dinner, maybe get a drink, and start vacation. Flying in, we're doing the same thing. We're flying in a day early, staying at a hotel, and then on a couple of our cruises, we're actually staying the day after so we can get a cheaper flight, because it's like a lot cheaper.
Yeah, we normally come in the day before. I think there's only been one time that we flew in the day of, and that was because we could get a direct flight from here to Houston and be in Houston real early in the morning. And we were able to arrange a shuttle that was cheaper than what Carnival offered to the port. And the person even stopped by Buc-ee's on the way there for no extra charge or anything. And that's about the only time we've ever flown in the day before, and it worked out.
And I will say that company, it was, from what I read, it was retired law enforcement in some way, retired military. So I had no qualms whatsoever crawling in a car with somebody that I didn't know with that. So it's a good little company. I think we're actually going to use it both times that we're flying into Galveston. So I had it on for the New Year's trip, flying in the day before or the day of, and we're just like, no, it's December. It's, supposed to be cold and wet here in Oklahoma, and then Houston traffic. And there was just so many things. So we decided to go ahead and go the night before and spend the night, maybe meet up for dinner or something with Jen and them beforehand. But still need to book the one to get us to our flight from California out for the next one afterwards. So I haven't done that yet. Sorry.
So I have all my flights and hotels booked for next year already. Well, I don't have the flight for September yet because they haven't released that far out, but I will.
I don't have my
I
hotel
didn't-
booked for next Friday.
I don't know how you live that way, Clock. I mean, I'm sorry, Bill. Like Clock does it too. I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all live.
No, I've been doing it lately. I've been getting my stuff as far out as I can. That way, if I do
Cheaper.
catch it on sale, I can always change the price on it.
Yes.
But I haven't reserved my room for my cruise yet because I've tried twice now and didn't get through either one. So maybe I'll try to do that tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know because I was looking at the rate I'm paying for the hotel for when we stay in Port Canaveral for your cruise, and it's about 4 times what Bruce said that other hotel's rate was. So, um, yeah, I may switch over.
Y'all too. That way we can go out the night before or whatever. What
Yeah.
day y'all going in? Just the day before?
Just the day before because we're gonna. So your cruise is on a Friday, so we're gonna fly in Thursday, and then we're gonna have Disney at the end,
At the end.
like because Friday,
Oh,
and then
sweet.
we'll fly out probably Sunday night.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that just because this, we coming back into port like Friday morning, so we thought we'll just go to Disney a couple days and then hop over. Anyone going to Alaska in 2024? I saw that June and Brady are.
Sweet.
Clock
Well,
and I.
we're going to Alaska, but it's on that 31 day.
Yeah, the last week of April we'll be cruising through there on the Luminosa. So, but that's on a return trip. So
That's right. And then Clock and I are going in June 15th, 2025 on the NCL Encore. That's going to be a fun cruise.
Yep.
Also, I was going to see June and Brady. I wanted to see if y'all were over 50, like at 51 or plus. And then 2, Miss J Explorer, I think you were saying that you were close to 50 as well. So I just want to see if y'all reached your goals tonight. And if not, #Nation drops your link. Y'all don't laugh at me, but I've never been on a plane. I'm afraid to fly, so I drive everywhere. I hate flying. I get anxiety. I get more anxiety about a flight than I do anything else.
Yeah.
So I completely can understand that. I like just thinking about the flight that I have to take in March. I'm already starting to kind of like think about it. Like I got a cruise and everything before then, but just I don't like flying at all. Now I've never had a horrible time on a flight. Everybody's always been exceptionally nice to me. I just don't like flying. I don't like being confined into the seat. Like I don't like that there's not an exit plan. Like it just well there is, but you know what I'm saying. Like I don't like that. So
They have another. There's several.
you know what I meant. I
So
hate
you would
it.
have been freaking out on my flight going to New Orleans then.
I don't like the when it drops suddenly and it feels like you're on a roller coaster. Andrew
Well, you
loves
know what? Try taking a flight from the United States to Australia when you're over the ocean and the nearest land is 3,000 miles away. So there is no like, oh, let's go emergency land here, emergency stop there. No, you're just there.
I was looking up so Clock we're looking at like what going to like Amsterdam to do the Ireland Scotland. So the other day I was watching Chancer Travels' video where she flew to Amsterdam. I thought, hey, I think we're gonna do that. Let me look at what the flights are, and it said like from Houston like 10 hours. I was like, whew. Ooh, I thought Boston's a long flight. So then but then I looked at the cost too, and I was just like, Clock, we're gonna have to find a way to like sail over there, hang out, and then sail back.
Oh, trust me, I would love to find a way to do it. That's why I was thinking about Norwegian, just because of the buy one get one on airfare. But we'll have to see because with this other cruise coming up in 26, maybe I might end up postponing it. But I wish I could see the cruises a little further out than what I can.
My goodness, you can see out to 2026.
No, not on the ones going to Ireland and Scotland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They only
Okay.
release those like a year in advance,
Okay.
and there's only a couple of them a year, so it's a pain in the butt to try to organize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's to try to get organized on it, and then too, you got to come up with the money. So
Yeah.
trying to guess how much it's going to cost. If you want to push it back, Clock, we're going to hang out with y'all. We want to do it, but we're going to hang out with y'all. So we're kind of whatever you want to do.
27, we might be able to work that one in.
Choice. I mean, let's not get crazy.
Chloe turning 10,
Chloe's graduating college. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's Scotland. Keisha tries to book hotels and flights as far in advance as possible. Yes, Keisha. June and Brady are going to Alaska in May. June and Brady are still at 50. Miss Explorer just became 51. Yay! They're dancing. Yay!
All right.
That's exciting. The Z. Hey Z, I hope you're doing well. Did you do your 10-hour live today?
Did he wake up today? Is he just waking up?
Z, how was your nap?
You didn't miss any lives today, did you?
Yeah, Z, we're gonna have to work on that. I try to plan my work around your lives at 9:00, and you keep changing. You're either at 9:30 or 8, or you don't show up at all until 2. Like, buddy, I'm trying to help you get your watch hours. I'm just kidding, Z. I did the same thing. Well, kind of kidding.
So, Mike, you're driving in to? Sorry, people. Me and Mike, we have business to talk about here. November 19th. You're driving in the 19th?
I'm driving in the 19th. Yes.
Huh. I wonder if you're driving by the airport. Huh.
To pick you up. What time you fly in?
I don't know. Mike, I'm trying to. I'm nervous because again, I don't really want to fly in the day of. But again, I mean, New York traffic. I could get a hotel by the airport, and it may take me 2 hours to get to the port. So I'm still looking into it. I'm still doing research, people. I got 7 days to go. But I'm doing research of how to get to the port.
Stressful. That's stressful.
It is. I'm creating more stress than it really needs to be.
Ugh.
But I'm not really stressed out because once I get there, I mean, how far? It's an Uber ride. You fly into JFK and Port of Brooklyn. It can't be too far away.
It's just that far on the map.
I'm trying to find another.
Yeah, it's just that. I look at the map. It's just that far.
Yeah, that far away. I'm trying to find another place to park because from what the Gaylor said, it's like, I think it's Gaylor's that told me, I think it's $50 a day for parking.
Wow.
Yikes.
Really?
Wow.
It might be cheaper to fly in, Mike.
I was complaining about my $18 a day. We stay at the Harbor House. They said $15 a day to park, and I was like, $15 a day? You're saying 50? 50?
Oh yeah, New Jersey just raises up to 25 or 30. No, 30. I originally paid 25. This last time I paid 30.
Wow. Bye, Ship to Shore Cruise News. I hope you have an amazing night, and we're so grateful you came to pop in.
Bye-bye, Ship to Shore.
Yeah, if you next time you're in, let us know. We can hop up and talk cruise news. Wow, that I can't get over the price. I'm going to quit complaining about my $15 a day. Hey, Marjorie, I hope you're doing well.
It's an 8-night too, so you're talking $400 or whatever.
Just to park.
Jiminy.
Whew. I mean, our airport here is like $12 a day, and then my mother-in-law couldn't believe it. She was like, $12 a day? I'm like, well, if it's covered parking, it's $18 a day. And she was like, in Boston, it's like $75.
Yikes.
Or something crazy. I was like, what? Oh, bring your jacket when you come to New York. Oh, Bill, are you going to go look at the Christmas tree and like, oh.
I don't even know if I'm getting into New York. I don't know. you want me to make more plans now?
My wife was like, "Man, I really want to go see that Christmas tree." I said, "Well, I'll be in New York City," and she's like, "Shut up."
Wow.
You can
You're
go
gonna-
live and look her.
Yeah, you can go live.
She's not going to want that. She's going to want the real thing. So she's already like, "So can we go up this weekend? Can we go up that weekend?" I'm like, "No, that hotel cost alone is going to kill me."
It baffles me that you say that just to go up for the weekend.
Well, it's only 4 hours.
It's gonna take you all weekend to drive one way.
Yeah. Well, right. Well, we went to McAllen and it was like 3.5, 3. That's just crazy to me. Like, it's cool. Let's see.
June and Brady said, Mike, do you know what port we're going out of?
I think it's Brooklyn.
Well, he says Port
I do
88.
have to look at that too.
Yeah, I heard Brooklyn, but Pier 88 in New York. Is that Brooklyn, June and Brady? Because we go by Brooklyn, and then there was another one. I forget what it was.
I'm not prepared.
They say you literally walk to the port. Goodness, Bill, procrastinating is a stress inducer. Thank you.
No, it's not. It's getting a hotel is easy. Will I pay a little bit more? Yes, but again, it's not. It is what it is. I mean, but again, I've been doing this a long time because a lot of times I fly standby, so that does. I can't guarantee that I'm gonna make that flight to get to that hotel that day. So I just wait till I'm literally like on the plane. Yep, okay. Time to rent my car. Time to get the hotel. Very rarely do you find a place, but again, I don't stay in 5-star hotels on the beach. Those you have to book well in advance. But Holiday Inn by the airport, yeah, you usually get the same rate generally.
I got one for you in Port Canaveral. Whew, that was a doozy. Never again will I stay there.
You mean price wise?
Oh, price is okay. You don't want to stay there though.
Why? It was
bad.
It wasn't.
It was dirty.
Oh,
like
I don't want dirty.
Towels and all kinds of stuff.
Like what? Dirty towels?
Hair all over the towels.
Oh,
and like hair all over the towels.
Ah,
yeah, it was nasty. It was. We checked in at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and that was the only reason why we stayed there. Is we would have went somewhere else.
Okay, Mr. One Swimsuit Guy. Pier 88 is NYC.
Well, there's two. I think he said Brooklyn and Manhattan. There's two different piers. How far are they apart? I'm assuming Brooklyn and Manhattan are some ways apart. But MSC goes out of Brooklyn.
There's a
What's wrong with one swimsuit guy? What? Keisha, that felt like a shot.
I only take one.
How many swimsuits does a guy need?
6.
You don't.
7 days.
No wonder you overpack. No wonder you have 2 suitcases.
I don't know how y'all do. I can't do a wet swimsuit. Ugh.
It's gonna get wet. Anyway.
There's a line. Okay, for people who've never been on a cruise, it sounds like Jennifer's never been on a cruise before. There's a line in the bathroom that you can hang your swimsuit up on, and it dries about 5 hours.
Okay, I will say, Bill, a woman's swimsuit does not dry.
No, you're talking like a day and a half.
It's thicker material. I don't know why, but that you're looking 2-3 days minimum for that thing to dry. To dry.
Get out.
Yes. Bill, bring a women's swimsuit.
I don't know. I mean,
I think the padding and stuff.
Yeah, it's thicker. Like I can. Well, I'm not going to go get Andrew's swimsuit and flip it inside out and show the thickness, but I'm just saying there's a difference there, and it's a day or two, and then that's even if you put it hanging in front of the fan. Like
go to the laundry and dry it.
Then it's cold and wet.
Nothing like there's no
So
putting on a
so
cold
you
wet swimsuit. No. And
so you
sand.
guys bring 3 or 4 wet swimsuits back home with you.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Well,
One,
I
one
usually
and
have
done.
one swimsuit, but I don't get into it very often. So
She's right, Bill. It takes days to dry. And my stuff don't hang low.
Hanging out on the balcony.
Keisha, I love you. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, you know what? You get the hair dryer. Everyone has a hair dryer. Dry
Yep.
it. There's no way I'm
Okay.
taking 6.
those hair dryers don't dry your hair. Are you kidding
I
me?
mean, using a
It's like
paper
I dry
fan
my
might
bag
be
and I'm like,
faster.
okay, I'm done. The rest of it's gonna just air dry.
Bill, have you tried to dry anything with that hair dryer?
No.
I never dry
Now
your
what?
beard.
Some people bring their own hair dryer.
You can. I have.
Oh,
Dry your beard, part it down the center, feather it out, Just tell me how that works.
Braid it.
Bill, I want to see a part in your beard.
I use a towel. I do this. I dry it off. Put a little lotion on it, or a little balm, a little oil, and I walk, and it air dries. I'm done.
Your swimsuit doesn't air dry though. I'm just saying.
I just hang it up.
That hair dryer is not going.
No, I'm going to give you a women's swimsuit.
Well, again, I mean, I don't know about a women's swimsuit. A men's swimsuit, I hang it up on that line. By the next day, it's good to go.
I'm just saying. You don't have to wear the swimsuit. I'm just saying, like, just take it, soak it in your
I'm
bathtub.
not bringing this extra women's swimsuit to see. I don't care that much.
I was just saying.
It's a full one-piece swimsuit too. Not a two.
You have those magnetic hooks. Put it out on the balcony. Put it on the hanger, and then there you go.
You're gonna have to. I mean, they're going what 80 knots down the ocean.
Dries
there.
even quicker that way.
It don't look like I have like a windsock out there. No.
that's right.
Yes.
It'll dry quicker.
Yeah, hanging like
Or
a flag.
or human.
Oh boy. Hi, Together We Travel. You've walked into an interesting conversation. I hope you're doing well. We went from Brooklyn to
I'll say that's a typical Saturday night for us, isn't it?
Will may not know. He's in
People are stressing me out now because they're telling me Brooklyn, Manhattan, Pier 88. Emily says Brooklyn is another borough. It's not New York City. I thought New York City was made up of all these boroughs. That it's all New York City. I'm getting confused now. I'm getting a little stressed out right now. I'm on my phone. You see me up here fiddling around. I'm starting to do research now. Thank you, everybody.
Bill's going to the wrong airport now.
Right, because I from what I heard, it was JFK is closest to the Brooklyn port.
Will's from near me. Have you ever been out of New York cruise port? And I guess MSC only goes out of one of them. Have you ever been on an MSC cruise?
I'm looking for their comment. Cruise Nuts takes 5 swimsuits.
5 swims? That's crazy. Cruise
Minimum
Nuts?
of 6. I always bring 3, at least 3. Dave says there's a clothesline in the shower. Jace, I bring 2 swimsuits. They're both 20 years old.
I'll say, Uncle Dave, when you have fishnet, it dries much faster.
He said they're from Abercrombie and Finch. I would say for that price that you paid for that swimsuit, chances are I'd be using it for 20 years as well.
That's a bearded man thing.
Crazy.
Keisha says my size 22 swim dress is not good. Thank you. My swim dress, I'm telling you, my swim dress is like 3 days. It is still damp.
You got to take it.
I do. There's a lot of fabric. Look, it takes a lot to shape this body, okay? Just so you know.
We're all a shape. We're just not saying what kind of shape.
I'm more like a pear. A Play-Doh pear. I'm with Bill. The drying. Bill, I only bring one swimsuit as well. That's clothesline. Bill, this could be a topic for you. It can be your poll question.
No, no, it wouldn't be. Bring one swimsuit, hang it up, let it dry. I don't care if it's a little wet. You put it back on. You're getting in the water anyway. Put it back on. We're not taking 2 suitcases, so you can have 5 swimsuits.
Okay. Again, I will say a man's swimsuit appears to be much easier to get into than a wet woman's swimsuit. A one piece.
Well, never tried that either. So,
You ever tried to put on pantyhose? Same thing.
well,
Bill,
Mike, help me out here. You tried pantyhose, right?
No, not so much.
Oh.
You wear a dress?
I drew the line at the dress. That was it.
no fishnets.
No.
I would bring 4. I'm looking for. I'm looking for Will.
Well,
together we travel was like, ooh.
I won't be in any of them.
MSC goes out of Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, yes, Brooklyn Terminal.
I just found out I'm going on the new Carnival Firenze. I think I just butchered that in May next year. That's exciting. Good, because you had like an 800-day countdown, so I'm glad you cut that in half. Exactly clock.
Oh, let's see.
How mad would you be? The Firenze, I guess they got it finished early, so they had like the inaugural cruise. Let's say it was April 15th. Well, all of a sudden they got it finished early, and now the inaugural cruise. Now everybody bought it; it's sold out. And then now, well, no, it's not going to be the 15th. It's going to be the 8th. So you paid all this money for the inaugural cruise, but now it's going to be the 8th. How mad would you be?
Bill, I'm in that situation with the Icon right now.
Really?
They're talking about doing several sea trials before our inaugural and possibly a cruise beforehand because, it's already pretty much done now. You're talking Jubilee just started doing tests. And
well,
Icon's been doing tests for months now.
Well, the explanation to that was because it's a new class of ship and different technology, and they gotta. But I wouldn't be. I don't know about the Jubilee. They've already pushed it back once, and they've said the 23rd is happening, but
yeah.
I'm apprehensive to say hello from New York City to swimsuits. That's why you take 2. I can't with y'all tonight. Lay it out on the balcony chair. Shape is round. I'm a sexy apple. So, men, y'all know that like in some brands of clothing, it's like by like fruit size sometimes. Like there's pear shape and apple shape, and some of us are just watermelon.
I didn't know any of that.
What are you talking about?
Just so y'all know.
Yeah, never heard that one.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, sometimes apple bottom jeans, like.
Well, that was just a brand name, I thought.
But there's a shape.
Well, no, again, okay. That's like Fruit of Loom underwear.
No, yeah, like in some brands, are you more of a pear shape? Are you more of like a watermelon shape? Are you an apple shape?
That's banana.
Really
watermelon.
Right.
Squishy cantaloupe.
Well, I hope this is after dark. Is it late there? I hope it's after dark because you guys are now you're going down a slippery slope.
What happened to this conversation? Sorry, guys.
Well, it is late now, so
I would be. Mike, I would be upset, especially as much money as you paid for the Icon.
But the funny thing is now, and they can throw this out there like and say, well, when Icon went on sale, the prices are cheaper than what it is right now. So, it's getting bad on the prices.
Well, I hope they give the people an opportunity to change ships.
Yeah, lift and shift or something like that. To just take your sailing and shift it over to the earlier.
Yeah, sailing. I would hope so, but I don't know. That would I wouldn't be a very happy camper.
Royal probably will. They'll let you have a chance. It's like it's going to be $2,000 more, but you can go right ahead if you'd like.
Well, see, no, that's not fair.
Right. Well, Royal, boy,
That's like
we were looking at the
when
drink packages.
yeah, it's like when my wife got COVID last year in October, and we had that cruise, the 9-day to Northeastern, and I wanted to still do it just on the next sailing, and they're like, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and credit you your $1,000 back, and that cruise is now $2,100. I'm like, no, I just want to shift it over to that one. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll give you $1,000, and you're going to pay us another $1,100 in order to take that cruise.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So, yeah, but that was for our anniversary, so I went ahead and did it for her.
Emily's reminding y'all that it gets dark early in New York now, around 4:30, 5:30 in Ohio. At this point, just call us women a fruit basket.
That's
Kurt
just
says,
come on.
I don't know if we said hello to you. I went to buy jeans today. I'm a big girl, and the legs on these things were huge. I do not have. I've had that happen too. It's like I could parachute down in the legs, but it's like getting it over this waist is like a struggle.
Well, the ones that fit the bottom are like the naval bell bottom pants.
Right.
I've got some that just swish when I walk, and so I won't even wear those.
Right. You can hear me coming, and it's like, you know. After tonight with y'all, I'm glad tomorrow is Sunday. I'm gonna go to church and get saved again. Sorry, man. I do have to agree with the women. It takes a long time to dry a bathing suit. I still wear my jeans from 20 years ago, even though skinny jeans are a thing now. They're not a thing at our house. There is no way Andrew's putting on skinny jeans. Like, it ain't happening. I got him fitted jeans recently, and he was like, "What is going on with this?" I'm like, "Well, Andrew, they're newer trend. It's not the skinny jeans; they're more like a fitted." And he was like, "Yeah, no, take them back."
I want the baggier the better. That way I can throw as much crap in my pockets as I can.
Andrew,
Yes.
Are y'all the cargo pocket type people?
I do have cargo, but my other Levi's, I think they're Levi's. They have like deep pockets in them.
Yeah, Andrew likes the deep pockets too because he throws like his box cutter stuff in there. I'm a swisher. Yeah, see, I'm telling you. Hear me coming. Hey, Nancy B, I hope you're doing well.
Right.
My paratrooper pants do that squishy thing. It's a thing. It's almost like that wet sandal sound, like like you're walking. It's like. Anyways, cargo pants guy. Yep. Yes, clock. I don't know where this chat went after the bathing suit just got. It kind of bounced. Sorry. I'm random. So my chats are normally poor Bill and Clock and Lisa and Tony.
I mean, I just don't understand. My thongs only take 2 seconds to dry.
I was not ready for that. Like normally I'm prepared for that comment.
Wow.
Oh boy. I was gonna ask if they're lazy.
Mike.
Where's he?
I don't know what to say, Mike.
I'd have no problem going there.
I was red as Clock shirt.
I don't have to worry about it. It's gonna work.
Have you seen the prices of these hotels in New York?
Yes.
That would be why I'm not taking my wife up there to go see the Christmas tree.
My goodness.
So if you're planning a trip to New York, you're better off staying in New Jersey and then taking one of the shuttles that they send over to New York City. That way you're not trying to find parking over there either.
Well, I'm just looking for someplace like near a subway station or whatever. So if I get there Saturday, I can go see some of New York.
But Juma, what did I do?
Cluck needs a timeout. Cruise Nut said, wow. So he said, Bill's researching. He's focused on his cruise. And then,
I'm getting nervous now.
do you
Swish with
swish,
the
Mike?
thumb? No, not with the thumb.
People, I will let you know on this next cruise.
Bill's going to be right there with his camera. Maybe not right there, but you
I
know.
bet there's some things that I've seen that I will not record just because I don't want anybody to see that I recorded it.
Oh, boy.
I
See,
record
Bill's in
anything.
the same situation. I can see by that look on his face.
I record everything, but it's like, yeah, I can't. I can't do that to. I mean, no.
Tony's the smart one, hasn't said a word. The tolls in New York are crazy. We paid $270 for one night, and New Jersey smells.
That it does.
I mean, again, is the price right? I could deal with the smell if the price is right. My goodness.
Oh
I found a
boy.
place when we went to the. So we went up there early to go out of New Jersey, and we went ahead and we went up a day early so we could go hit New York City before our Oasis cruise. And we stayed in New Jersey. It was like $89 for the night, and it was a nice Holiday Inn. And just took the shuttle in the city, did all our stuff throughout the city, and then took the shuttle back out there and spent the night, and then went right to the cruise port the next morning. So if you plan ahead, then it's fine just to stay in New Jersey. But like in your situation, it's kind of one of those things that you don't have a vehicle to get back and forth, so it's a little easier. Just stay as close as you can.
How do I poke my mind's eye? Says Crow's Nest Randy. Remember, there's a Sears in New Jersey across from the river, Bill. That water was
I can say it's Sears.
for your bathing suit.
Well, they do have furniture.
I know. I'm only bringing. I can bring one. I don't have a problem with bringing one swimsuit.
When you guys come to New York, bring your wallet, money.
Muncie, you got one heck of a fascination with Sears and Kmart. I think you said you worked there before too. I know I worked at Kmart when I was in high school because I know y'all were trying to go to the Kmarts in St. Thomas.
Oh, somebody was saying that. There was someplace somebody was saying.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah. I thought Bill was researching bathing suits, not NYC.
No. Bathing suits. I don't know how old my swim trunks are. I one pair.
Yep. They're probably what's my thumb. They're probably see through too.
If they get see through, I change.
Oh.
Do you check before you go on the cruise just to make sure?
I really don't. I will now.
You look in the mirror.
I will now.
That's why you bring a spare. At least make sure all zippers and ties work, Dap a little Vicks vapor rub under. I was going to say that. That's what we. Little Vicks.
We've done that at work, done perfume. Yeah. Right there.
Get some like Victoria's Secret's lotion. It's real strong too.
Oh, I'd be sneezing. I wouldn't be able to do anything.
Bill and us help paddle the cruise ship from our interior rooms.
I stay on the interior too.
I got a partially obstructed balcony room on this one in New York next week. I'm moving up.
I got
moving on up
balcony only because it was free.
Or 100.
What's that?
Was it 100? Was it free?
Well, after taxes and port charges, is 109.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Again, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Would love to see a YouTube video in case you get lost in Brooklyn or Manhattan, Bill. Ask my friend Thomas Henry where he stayed in New York because it's a lot. Sears
okay. Appreciate that.
Don't film Bill in a bathing suit.
Why? What's wrong? I mean, I don't look that bad, do I?
I saw Bill in a bathing suit. He was on Ocean to Ocean.
Bill, that says a lot because he's not saying don't film me in the thong. He's just saying don't film Bill in a bathing suit.
Right. I mean, how bad do I look?
No, Bill.
Mike and his Speedo on Paradise Beach was okay.
Mike, were you in a Speedo? I didn't see that. Hold on. Let me bring Bruce's video up to show you.
Strutting.
Sherry, you've missed some interesting conversations. It may not make sense to you now that you're popping in, but hello. And you know Z's not here because he would have chimed in on this. I can't. You should try a Cove balcony. Those rooms I haven't stayed in one, but I've heard they're amazing.
They're not bad.
Randy said he's gonna go hang up his swimsuit. He'll talk with us later.
Right. Guess what? 5 hours from now, Randy, it'll be dry.
If you're lucky, Randy. Sherry, you might know. How long does it take for your swimsuit to dry? Because there's some debate.
I mean, no, I believe you guys. I just didn't know.
You know, I mean, and Sherry, you like, does Danny's dry faster than yours? I'm just bringing you up to speed, and then the clock might be in a thong, but
no pantyhose.
No pantyhose.
Yeah. So, Mike, are you getting in the hot tub on this cruise?
Are you?
I might.
Poor Bill.
Don't worry, Bill. I did not buy matching thongs like Z did for you and him on the celebration, or not celebration, Jubilee.
No QR code.
Please.
I can't.
What's wrong, Lisa?
Oh, I can't breathe.
I enjoyed Bill's Luminosa pool shots. Not bad at all. Bill, were you modeling?
Yes. Yes. See people, and now there's somebody who watched it because I was in a pool swimming in Alaska.
That's right.
Outside.
It's a short.
It was. I don't know. It might have been a short. Wait. It might have been a long.
I'm not sure if I want to hear anybody say that. I'm gonna.
It might have been long. I'm sorry. I think it was a long version. I digress here, but
it was cold.
Oh my gosh!
Use the old. It was Alaska.
There's a little nip in the air.
Thicker bathing suits will help that. Just let you know.
Huh. Keisha, why did you have to say something, Keisha? We were doing okay.
Sherry said she needs a video of thongs. That thong.
MSD is European, and most Europeans wear thongs. So you got to go with what the ship is. It's called blending.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
You never want to look like a tourist.
Because I never look like a tourist.
Oh boy. I'm
my-
trying to read the chats, but I've got tears in my eyes.
I'll make sure I wear my Warm Strong Adventure shirt when I'm in
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. Not this time.
No. I'm going to attempt the hot tub in the breakaway. Yeah, they looked very overcrowded and a little dirty.
That was disgusting, actually.
I watched Bruce's live and saw Bill in the pool. He looked chill. That's where I saw Bill in the pool. He was like,
You
he
can see
had
what kind of trunks,
Yeah.
you can see what kind of trunks I had on.
No.
Maybe I didn't have any on.
No, you did, but you had a floaty over you. It sounded bad, like I looked. But I'm just saying. It didn't look like that kind of pool party. I'm just gonna say.
See, this is why I don't like to be around vloggers. I mean, why? Why?
Making a video tonight. Thank you. We appreciate you. I guess that's the long and short of it.
The long of it. Long.
I can't look at those thongs. If you consider people, I consider you people my friends. I'm sorry, Dave. We'll do better.
Thanks, Uncle Dave.
We'll do better. We'll do better.
We won't.
Loving it. I read that like the McDonald's like I'm loving it.
But see, this is the problem, people. Because now this live is gonna live forever. You know, it's not like a one and done. This lives forever.
Speedos, woohoo! What is this? Clock's just prepping you for December.
Goodness.
Funniest live ever. Thank you. Thongs and matching shirts. Look, here comes Sherry. A big spoon coming in clutch.
Yep.
Oh. Wait, what did I miss? I stepped away for a minute. I see thongs on the screen. Bill, do you want to retell the story?
No, I don't. The phone, it wasn't. That was him. That wasn't me.
Oh my god. In the second when I'm like not dying of laughing, I'll try to repeat it. I don't think I can do it.
He just pointed at Tony.
It was not
No.
Tony. Tony has not said two words.
No, he pointed at an angle.
Clock's going to be in a thong, so make sure you liked and subscribed and you're following content.
Yeah.
But no fishnets.
You know when it's going to come. Just make sure you watch all the videos.
See, that's the kind of stuff I expected from you in Vegas. Go to church and pray for all of us, Uncle Dave. I'm sitting over here laughing harder than Jennifer. I'm telling you, I got cheers. Oh, this is like a few weeks ago we got on a top, but it was Z. Oh, no matching shirts and songs, my eyes.
See, look at Journeys with June and Birdie. They're playing Jeopardy.
Blushing cheeks. No songs. My clock's thong dries quickly. That's how we go.
I'm not sure if I like the way she's toning that.
Oh, and then
There's not much material there.
Yeah.
we still haven't explained which material it is. A little to the left.
See, now they're playing Jeopardy. The question is, how's it hanging?
Well, we had the fruit conversation earlier about shapes and sizes.
Yeah. It just went downhill.
Hey, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
All I want to try to find out what port I'm going out of in New York.
Oh, yeah, back to New York. Did you figure out your port?
I can't
Yeah, it's
believe
Brooklyn
I'm involved
Terminal.
in such a conversation.
That thong, the thong, thong, thong.
I'll say up. Okay, back to New York. I booked a hotel for New York, and we were in Manhattan. And then we took a taxi and gave him the address of where we needed to go. And he took us to an empty warehouse. And we're like, no, this isn't it.
Right to the
like
murder scene.
Third night, and we were getting close. We were supposed to be close to the hotel, and I'm looking around. This don't look like our neighborhood. And then next thing I know, he stops and it's a vacant lot in a warehouse. And he's like, well, here you are. It's like, no, I don't think so.
That's a little scary.
Yeah.
I never really it back in.
Yeah.
You live to tell. But did you die?
Not that time.
Not that.
No, we ended up having to take the subway just about everywhere, but it was too late to catch the subway that night. So we were there, what, 4 nights?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was for the.
Good. Yes. Next cruise is on. Absolutely. Well, that took a turn. So okay, so you're going on NCL. No, you're going on MSC.
Yep.
Didn't Scott just do this cruise?
He has went on this cruise a couple times on the Maribel.
Yeah, but he takes the train in like the day of or something.
But he would know what port, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know the port. It's Brooklyn port, so I know the port. And then the closest closest airport is like JFK. So I'm flying to JFK and find a room around there. And good luck after that. How much could a Uber be?
In New York, take your wallet.
Well, I mean, I'm taking the wallet, but it can't. I mean, let me look that up. How much is an Uber from?
Bill. Oh, I'm nervous for you, my friend.
Well, stay tuned because I'll be going live from the ship, of course, because I'm gonna make it. If I can make it in New York, I can make it anywhere.
So
That's
make sure you're following
On Broadway.
It sounds like Clock and Bill are going to have quite the adventures next week. So make sure you're subscribed and following them. The directions to the Kmart in the Bronx took us to the liquor store.
Sweet.
That would have been good.
I wouldn't hate that. For Clock to wear a thong, some women did for the cruise a thong. Oh, yeah. Raise money, yeah.
Sean already tried to get me in a set of budgie smugglers.
A what?
Uncle Dave.
It's a thong, I believe.
Bungie
But they call them budgie smugglers in Australia.
I heard that conversation. I think that's when Kenny was talking about he had like reindeer ones. There was like all kinds of different.
What?
Yeah.
I think Danny D could probably. Yes.
It's a conversation for another day.
This live is already taking a turn, and we went off the topic. I'll tell you. I'll explain it to you off the live, Bill. Wait, Uncle Dave would like for you to see the Ground Zero Memorial, Bill and Club.
It is amazing.
I missed it the last time I went. We planned on going, and then we didn't end up having enough time.
I'm gonna try to do it. That's what I plan on doing. Trying to do. If I get there Saturday morning, I'm gonna try to go there. But again, it's gonna be cold. I hate being out in cold weather.
We heard it's. But you're in Michigan, isn't it already cold there too?
Yeah. And guess what? Guess where I'm at? Inside. I'm not walking down on the riverfront.
That is true. Yes, my cheeks are red. They're about as probably if you saw me in person, they're about as red as Clock's shirt. We love you all. Thanks for a fabulous live. Time for bed. We need our beauty sleep. Good night, June and Brady. I hope you have an awesome good night. And we'll see you tomorrow. When you're in Miami, I have my own car. Don't pull me into your shenanigans, Clock. I think that's directed towards you.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound like me.
So that's towards Bill.
Me, no shenanigans here.
Oh, see through. Hey, Michael and Spoiled Mama. I hope you're doing well. She said those were see-through bikinis, and that won't happen again. So no ideas, Danny. Take care. Can't wait to see the stock car driving down the road. Yes, it's coming soon. So make sure you're subscribed to Journeys with June and Brady. They have some awesome content coming. Oh,
Oops.
yes. Kenny's elephant trunks were definitely traumatizing. It was not reindeer. It was elephants.
Elephants.
His
You were shocked by his elephant trunk. What?
I'm pretty sure the thong was an elephant trunk. It was an elephant's head with the trunk in the area.
What do you people do? I see. I gotta pay attention. I'm sorry. Let me get off Uber to come listen to the conversation because I mean this is not making sense to me anymore.
That's bananas.
I'll send you a picture to put it in perspective. Maybe I won't. Then we'll get flagged.
Traumatizing. My goodness, people, what am I missing here? Jennifer, I thought you had a nice family show here.
That's her Friday night show. It's not after dark.
I was just reading the comment. I thought it was reindeer, but she said it was elephant trunks. Thank you for all this. No problem, June and Brady. I'm so happy for y'all dancing. Have you guys had the do it? Anyways, I'm not doing it again. Have you guys had the Shack's chicken shack? Shack's chicken shack. Is it good?
I didn't know where you were going with that one. Boy. Oh boy. I'll let Mike answer that because with this conversation tonight, I don't even want to say my answer for this one.
I have not had that. I have not been on an XL class ship. Now I
Not
did
yet.
see the one in Vegas, but it's off the strip, so I didn't get to go to it. And there's an actual Shack's Big Chicken on one of these side streets. I will be on Jubilee in July, and I will try it then.
We'll be on the Jubilee in December and plan to try it the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all heard about Shack's Pizza?
What?
I saw a video the other day with him talking about it, and it sounds like it's going to be huge. So
I did. You know what? I think I saw a commercial. It was like Pizza Hut or something, or Papa John's maybe, and it was a real big pizza. I think it was Papa John's.
So it's just like a one-off thing with Papa John's in?
Yeah, it was like some huge pizza Papa John is making. Because I think he's a spokesman for Papa John.
You're right. Okay. I forgot about that. I was thinking like he was going to take over the pizza on the ship, and I was like, no.
Well, I was wondering if it was at least be available at a Shack, but probably not.
No, but I think they're right. It's Papa John's.
I wasn't very impressed with the Glory pizza.
Which one did you get?
Just pepperoni.
Yeah, I wasn't either. It's been a long time since I've had a really a good pizza on Carnival.
It's like paper thin with very little cheese, and I think it had like 4 pepperonis on it.
My cheeks hurt so bad from laughing. Yes, mine too. Andrew just actually popped in the door and was like, "What is going on in here?"
I think if we try the pizza again, we're gonna go get some of the fixings from the salad bar and ask them to put it on there just to see if that spices it up a little bit or adds any flavor to it.
That makes sense.
Definitely. So
yeah,
they had one on the hub on the Luminosa last year that wasn't it like the ham, pineapple, and ham, bacon, and pineapple or something like that. And we actually asked for it, and he goes, "Oh no, it's not on this cruise." I'm like, "It's on the hub." And they were like, "Yeah, it's not on." So I guess you can get it around Australia when they're cruising there, but when they were coming back to the U.S., it wasn't available. And somebody went to the buffet and got ham and brought it over. I was like, "Can you put this on?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we can do that." I was like, "All right." Note to self.
Good night, Keisha. I hope you have an amazing night.
Come in.
I heart you, Keisha. We were talking about
Good
debarkation.
night.
I don't think we've talked about debarkation in about an hour.
Well, we covered it for the first hour.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Bill, that look of dismay right there says otherwise.
Woo!
$160.
From JFK to the port of Brooklyn.
Bet you clock can get you a half.
Yeah, I mean, my son will be driving. I bet he'll do it for no more than 159.
Yeah. And that's like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh.
Oh man, that is crazy. So I would definitely check to see if the airport has any flat rates. Seems that's what taxis have been doing here lately. It seems like every major airport they've been doing flat rate fees to try to compete with Uber and all.
We
Makes
found
sense.
taxis to be cheaper in Vegas than Uber and all that.
Renting a car in Vegas was always cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Papa John's is 25 miles from our small farming town.
He went to order an Uber from Long Beach, and we just kind of him-hawed around, me waiting for the crowd to leave. And at the beginning, it was expensive. And by the time the main rush was out, we were able to get one really decent price. We were just surprised what 30, 40 minutes difference made.
Yeah, it was odd. You could sit there and you could do the app, and you could literally see the price dropping just every couple of minutes. And so we were just like, well, heck, let's hang around and see how far down it goes. And so we ended up getting an XL for, I mean, it was, I'm not going to say half the price, but it was close to half of what it was when we first started looking for it. It was just like, wow.
When I landed in NOLA, it was $97 for 97, and then another one was $107 for an Uber, and we got the flat rate taxi from there is $36.
Wow.
So.
Well, he had ordered an XL at first, and somebody showed up and they saw all of our luggage. He goes, "That's not going to fit," and they still charged him. It was, it wasn't full price, but he still got charged
for it.
It
was like a $5 fee or something.
Even though it wasn't, what we requested. So
they did, they did flat rates from the cruise port back to the airport as well for $36.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna have to rethink a lot of things here. It takes an hour and a half it would be $12 to go by tram and bus or whatever.
Oh boy.
Hold on. If you don't pack 5 bathing suits, you won't have as much luggage.
I know. I only have one suitcase in my backpack. Like tram and subway, hour 25, $9 to $11.
Bill, we'd probably have plenty of time to pick you up, but I don't know. I wish I knew the area a little better. We're just putting
right
GPS.
I'm just looking at the area. I'm trying to see where I want to go as far as visiting.
Hi, Mike and Rihanna. I hope you're doing well.
No.
Hey.
Welcome in.
We took the taxi in New Orleans as well.
Well, usually, I mean, again, New York is a different city, but most places, Uber or Lyft, hey, $50 take you almost any place you want to go. New York's a different animal, though.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Vegas, I found the Uber to be cheaper, like especially leaving your hotel to go back to the airport. I think the last time was $14 or something like that.
Yeah, it was always cheap.
Time before that, I think it was like 12. So I mean, it's going back. It's coming from. It's when you get picked up from the airport. The Ubers that's when they want to kind of gouge you a little bit.
Well, you haven't spent all your money in Vegas yet. I know heading back to the airport, you probably don't have much left.
Right.
Well, Vegas is one of those cities that they have so many taxes. Like when you come from the airport, I used to rent a car from Vegas when I went to Vegas, and the car rental would be $20, but I would pay $40 or $50 in taxes. It's like, how can the taxes be more than a car rental?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
wow.
It is. It's wild.
I'll be
My
right back.
face is finally starting to become a normal color again. So,
Yeah, you're getting there. About time for another round.
y'all had me
I'm gonna
laughing.
be sore tomorrow. I'm not gonna be able to breathe.
I know. So, Bill, are you planning on flying in a few days early or just the day of?
I want to go fly in a day early. The cruise leaves on Sunday, so I want to probably fly in Saturday,
That makes sense.
and then I'll see, like get a hotel room there somewhere. But again, I got to look and see because I want to go to Ground Zero
Mhm.
and just see the memorial and stuff like that. So I got to find out how far that is from everything.
Yeah, we managed to see that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Went and visited. Actually walked around that whole section here a few years back, and it was got to see the church, a bunch of different churches, and the Trinity Church where I guess they did the filming for the that movie with Nicolas Cage in it.
National Treasure.
National Treasure. They used
Okay.
that one, and then the Ground Zero and stuff. It was pretty good.
Yeah, the church right behind Ground Zero. There's a lot of stuff inside there. It's just beautiful. You're not gonna have time, but I was gonna say, if you like pizza, there's a place in what's the capital? Not New York City. Albany. We were out there. We had driven up or rented a car or something when we got there, but there's a little pizza place in Albany where you get a slice of pizza in those paper plates, the round, just the plain white, simple, flimsy plate. All 3 points were hanging off on that slice of pizza, and it was like, now granted it was several years ago, but it was like $2.50 for a slice of pizza and a soda, and that was the best pizza I've ever eaten. Then we came back into New York City, and the girls were like, "Oh, let's get some more pizza," and we're like, "Okay," and it was like Domino's. I was like, "Oh, no." Yeah. I thought New York pizza was supposed to be amazing, but that little place in Albany was the best ever. Unfortunately, if you're going in the day before, you're not going to have time to get out there. But
yeah,
probably not. I've been to New York one time before. I went to see the Tigers play the Yankees in the new Yankee Stadium.
Okay,
that's really cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I guess it's been 15 years. No. It's been 10 years since we were in New York because that's when you did your topless photo shoot.
Yeah.
See, I'm not going down that road again. I'm not doing it. Topless photo shoot.
Yeah, we were for breast cancer awareness. A bunch of the men from different states and stuff like that came in. And of course, I wasn't the only one topless. They had all the guys stand in front and without our shirts on that had been affected by breast cancer. And then our wives stood behind us facing the opposite direction.
Away from the camera.
And they were topless as well. and they took a couple of photo shoots, and we were on top of
What was that?
God, what's the name of that restaurant?
I don't know.
But yeah, we spent several days down there, and it was mainly for the photo shoot to bring awareness that the guys get breast cancer too. That was their way of doing it.
It was cold up there too, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I can't even crack jokes now, so I won't crack jokes.
I know. I'm like, do I joke? Do I not?
Yeah, 'cause this feels like a joke moment here, but
Yeah.
no.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Nope, not gonna get me. Get me canceled.
Two ladies down from me. She goes, "Is there somebody in that window right there?" And we all went,
Probably.
What have you?
Yeah.
Go blue.
Yeah, third club or third, fifth, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Michigan's going to beat our Buckeyes.
We don't know. We sounds like we don't have a coach anymore. So
Did y'all lose a coach?
he got suspended. Apparently, you can't steal people's signals, and anyway, Michigan is being investigated right now.
Oh boy. Sounds like something Cowboys would do.
Cowboys.
I was joking.
That's what Houston Astros were doing a couple years ago.
Yes, they were.
Right.
I was going to go there, but
Aww. You don't want to call it the hometown team?
Well, I didn't know if Cruz Vet was in here.
Huh.
I wanted to call out the Astros and he's in here. Well, this conversation has been all over today. So back to debarkation, since we kind of paused for a minute. When you're getting off the ship, do y'all normally buy alcohol or like duty-free items like medicines, cigarettes, any of that stuff? Do y'all claim it when you're getting off the ship?
Only if they can see it.
I usually don't buy, and again, whatever the limits are, usually that's what I buy. But if not, I would claim it.
Yeah, we always have.
Texas is the only place we've had to, wasn't it? Because we don't spend enough for the limit on, for the duty free or whatever. We don't spend anywhere near that. But I've bought alcohol in different places, and the only place I've had to do anything with it is pay the taxes when we come back into Galveston.
Yeah.
I've
never had to pay the taxes. I even if I was over, they said, just go ahead. Matter of fact, I was so cocky. This is years ago when they just started opening up Cuba, and you could buy Cuban cigars. And it was really weird because they had said you could now bring up to a certain number, 50 Cuban cigars or whatever, 100 cigars, whatever it was, you could bring back. So I bought Cuban cigars. And the guy, they had to be bought in Cuba. So I was in the Dominican or wherever I was at, and I bought the cigars, and he said, no, you can't do that. And this is prior to when we were able to go back to Cuba. So I'm arguing with the guy. He said, well, hold on, wait. You telling me I can bring it back, Cuban cigars from Cuba, but I can't go to Cuba. So me and the customs guy, we're going to get into a little argument. And then I started thinking about it. It's like, well, he can make my life a lot more miserable than I can make his. So you're right. Yep. Here are the cigars. If you want to destroy them, he said, get out of here. And so I brought them back in. So I did. I got Cuban cigars into the country.
That's awesome.
Long story short, it was because I was waiting for him to tear them up in my face.
Oh.
Well, it could have been worse. It's like $500 fine per stick, and I think I had 50 cigars. So it could this could have got real ugly.
You just got to smuggle them in.
Well, now I know. Now I won't even. Hey, take the band off of them. Oh, I got those are Dominican. I'm sorry. I mean, if I was trying to do that, I wouldn't do that now. Really, people.
Wink,
Well,
wink.
that's one of the things that new cruisers also may not be aware of. They say it's duty free, but when you come back to the States, depending on which port you come in, you may have to claim it and have to pay taxes, a small amount of taxes on it. Because I know on our first cruise, we were standing there. I forgot what we were doing. And I mean, some guy started pitching a fit. I guess he had brought back a whole bunch of liquor
They're like a flatbed full.
or something. Because I mean,
Right.
he was just, yeah. I'm sure people in the next port could probably hear him because he was so upset that he was having to pay taxes on it. And when they said it was duty free, and I mean, he just went on and on and on. And so that kind of let us know right then and there that, oh, well, it's not duty free.
Well, I think it's duty free up to a certain limit, but the limit is like a fifth or two per person, or I mean, it's lower. It's not like you can't bring back 5 bottles of your favorite liquor.
Yeah, I want to say that the liquor store on the ship had a sign that said how many you're allowed to have.
Yeah, without paying, you could bring more, but you're gonna have to pay. You have to declare them and pay the tax on them, supposedly.
Well, Jen,
Right.
isn't it? Any brought back into Galveston, you're floating away. Any brought back into Galveston, you have to get that little stamp for them. Because I know
Yeah.
we went through and they said how many. We said we've got 3, and they're like, they told us how much. They handed us 3 stamps, and I walked off with 3 stamps in my hand, and I'm like,
We're supposed to.
Listen,
Internet-
you're talking about Texas here. Texas doesn't count. Every other port, we're talking about every other port. Texas is its own little nation down there. They do all kind of different things down there.
I was gonna say, as Bill said earlier, I don't always follow the rules.
what? You live in the gray?
That's
I was
why I said
involved with some smuggling.
But
I was involved with some smuggling on this past ship. Mine got confiscated, but
You,
the other ones did not.
you're just a bag smuggler, clock.
That's exactly what it was. They bought some cream liqueur from Jamaica, and the one night for dinner we brought them all out. Some of them got them on the ship without having to check them, so we brought them all out the one night and drank it.
now, if it's plastic, from what I hear, if it's plastic,
Cargo
Cabin.
pants.
yes. I know
Not that
Belize,
he's ever done that.
just outside of like the port area in Belize, they sell like, it's called panty ripper, and they like it's from, and they Bill.
I mean, what kind of name is that?
Tell me more.
I think I have the bottle somewhere. I was going to say something else, but never mind.
Well, I've heard of rum runners.
No, they call them panty rippers. I remember because I was like, "Are you sure this?" Anyways, yeah, because I remember the girl. She was like, "Yeah, girl, you drink some of this, you're ready to rip them right off," and I was like, "Oh."
Kurt brought some stuff called penny droppers.
Was that at the dinner we had?
Yeah,
That was moonshine, straight up. I don't care what he named it.
that's a little different than the moonshine I'm used to that my sister gets. The stuff that my sister gets doesn't even taste like moonshine. Like you can drink that stuff all day, and they're like, you're gonna get messed up, but you can drink it easily.
Good
His is a
night,
little
Miss Jake.
stronger.
I hope you had a great time. I'm
Good
glad
night,
you laughed.
This is Jay.
We'll see you
Thank
soon.
you for the sub.
Yes, thank you. I brought home 2 bottles through Galveston. But yeah, I think it just kind of depends. I mean, my brother's Justin walked through with like 9 bottles of Crown out of New Orleans, and they just laughed at him. He was like carrying a box of 6 and then another box.
Hmm.
I think it just kind of depends on who you get. And two,
Right.
like, I mean, if you're upfront and honest, they're usually pretty chill. You get your occasionals that are.
That was the same thing on the cruise ship. So the cruise ship has 2 different ways you can go into the cruise ship, right? So
Right.
Mike and Bruce and them went through this door. I went through this door. They had it in their bags. Went right through the X-ray machine. Walked right out, no problem. I had it in my bag and went through the X-ray machine. They said, "Over there, sir. Take it over there."
I'm sorry,
now.
Mike. I'm sorry. Are you dry snitching over there? I mean, you're just calling out who's smuggling on the ship.
Oh,
Come
no.
on, man. We use code names here. We don't use
It's
actual
gummy bears.
names.
Gummy bears. They got gummy bears on.
Yeah, my goodness.
There's a lot of people with that same first name.
Listen, all you have to do: cargo pants, buy liquor with plastic tops, put them in your pockets. You walk through an X-ray machine, a metal detector, not an X-ray machine. Don't send it through the X-ray machine. That's just dumb. Take it in, you put it in your pockets. Those little drinks you guys had, man, I would have put them all in my pockets. I would have had a big long T-shirt on and walking through.
Clink, clink, clink.
That's why you're
I would have walked through.
But
Huh?
swishing my pants, not the liquor.
They won't even ask. They're not even paying attention. They're like, yeah, hurry up. Come on, hurry up.
Come on,
You
man.
put it through the X-ray machine. It's like, well, yeah, that looks like a bottle. Here, take. But even though I put my water bottles in there, I had when we went out to Jamaica, I had 2 or 3 water bottles. I brought them back, and I forgot that I had them with me. So they were like 2 or 3 open water bottles and a full water bottle, and they didn't even stop me. It could have been vodka all in there or whatever. They didn't even stop me.
You went through the same one that they went through. I
Probably
went through
so.
the one that I had water bottles in mine, and they could see which one was water bottle and which one was alcohol, and they sent me right over to the line.
You had the rookie team. They didn't want to get caught letting people.
Yeah, they were doing their work.
He was at the one just going like this. Move along, move along, move along.
Yeah, I mean, because I forgot when I got back to the room, I'm like, oh, I didn't know I had this in here.
Yeah.
Because you could easily have got vodka or any clear liquid liquor on the ship
say
like that.
Did you say Everclear?
Yeah.
See, and you're the reason why we
Everclear
can't.
might be a little tough.
Ooh, that takes me back to some Vegas.
But
days.
yeah, I mean, you mix it. It's on that 21 day when we went to Hawaii, I had some Hawaiian vodka that I had a water bottle or whatever. I think what did I have? I think I bought a water bottle from the ship, like one of those big ones.
Uh-huh.
So when I came back, I had it and sent that through. So it's like, oh, you bought it on the ship? Come on, bring it in. Sure enough, here's Hawaiian vodka.
You didn't.
I mean, that's what I could have done. I didn't do it.
I mean, yeah.
I wonder if it would have been good.
Smooth. It was because I had it. I drank some on the island. It was smooth. Well, I don't know. I mean, again, I didn't bring anything back on the ship, but on the island, it was smooth.
On the island, yeah. We got our daughter some wine there, and she took it home and then brought it back the next time she came back over. It was like, here you go. It's like, oh, you didn't like it? And she goes, no. I don't remember if it was pineapple or what, but she was like, no, not really. Thanks for the gift, but here you go. You can have it back. Okay.
We went to the rum place and they were doing sampling, and we tried all of them. One was like fire rum or something like that. That was way too strong.
Well, I don't remember. I think I was in Grand Cayman one time and went to the Tortuga factory or shop, and they had them there. And I think I bought 4 plus a rum chata, and it was good stuff. Of course, they took it all when I got on the ship, so we didn't get to drink it till we got back. But, no, of course, I bought the rum cakes to go with the rum too. So we had a banana rum, and we had a pineapple rum, and I don't remember the rum chata and something else. So
I've got rum cake in the pantry. I ought to go get it.
I have a small one. I haven't opened yet.
I got the big daddy.
So you guys have willpower. If I buy something like that, it's gone like within 2 days.
It's because it's in my pantry and I forgot about it. She just said. You remember Andrew and I bought all those like rum cakes and we were like, okay, every time we go live, we're gonna have rum cake.
Yeah.
It was one live and done.
How did that work out for you?
Well, see what happened was no, I'm kidding.
We all have these great plans. Man, our lives, we're going to do this. We're going to stay on a schedule. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And you get up here and you start talking about Mike in the thong.
That's true. That's true.
I just mentioned it. Y'all ran with it.
Not very fast. Chafing.
That's another subject.
That's why you can't do the wet bathing suit because of the chafing in the sand.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wet bathing suit. I still can't get over that.
Action on that one.
In Jamaica, we went back to the Glory, and I told them I have a pacemaker, so I was brought in through the side of the metal detector. 2 guys didn't even look in my walker bag. That's good. And welcome in, Eddie. I said it Rogo, but welcome in, Eddie Lugo.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
My mom
So
always
the thing
gets
is, you
patted
tell me
down
the
at the airport.
pacemaker.
See, me too. Like, they always got to search me. I must look guilty. Like she's got some water.
So, for some new reason for me, when I get in the thing right here, it gives some sort of alarm at my crotch area. 3 times now. I've had the last 3 times. I've had to have the guy say,
I told the guy.
Old Iron Mike.
I told the
"What
guy
do
it's
you
just
wanna
because
do
I'm
right here?"
thick. I said it's just
Yeah.
because I'm thick and there's extra heat there. And he was like, check.
That's what I told the lady. I was like, under thighs. Come on.
Old Iron Mike, always sitting off the metal detector.
Ugh. Next time, just extra lacy. Vic, you want to check?
Well, what I thought was funny is I went through one time and I had on a sleeveless shirt. And so she took my arm, hold it up, and was like patting my arm like this. I'm like, there's nothing there. There's no clothes, nothing hiding. What are you doing? She was like, I don't know. It went
It's a
off.
fake
And I'm
arm.
like,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Well, I tell you, I flew into Beijing one time, and coming back, I went through an X-ray machine and all that, and even water that you bought past security, you couldn't take on the airplane. And then on top of that, they patted you down. So they had these women pat me down, and it was like, can I go through there again? so there's women are patting out everybody getting on the airplane. They're patting them down like with their hand, not with a wand or anything. Actually, like patting them down. It's like, oh my.
No, that's unfortunately I've had a guy, and it's been the last 3 times, and he's a little handsy. He's one that loves his job and he's thorough at it.
Oh, clock. I'm so sorry.
Me
One
too.
of the times I went through and got patted, she was just like, that's it. And I was like, is that it? That's all you're going to do? And she just looked at me. I was like, oh, that's not a real pat down.
Yeah.
I feel real safe now. Thanks.
Yeah.
Clock is packing.
I'm not sure if I'm going to look at a guy in his eyes and say, are you sure that's all you want to do? Little lower.
I gotta remember we're live. There's people watching us. Speedo is too tight, Mike.
That's why it was
People were
handsy.
singing that night.
My mom is too, but it's mostly because I drink liquid formula instead of regular food this trip to Chicago. Yeah, Danny D, I think you were in the chat that day when I was talking about my mother-in-law rolling it like in foil in a Ziploc bag for Chloe's formula, so it looked like I was bringing some Colombian Bam Bam through Boston.
Colombian Bam Bam. What the? What
Not again.
people?
Haven't you? Oh, that's in a movie. Will Ferrell. You talking about Colombian Bam Bam?
Fall Guys? No.
It's the NASCAR Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where he like rolls it. Where he's got the cougar in the car with him. You know,
I saw it. I
His
don't.
father put the
I just
cougar in
studied
the
the
car.
movie.
Bill.
I've got a lot to learn, apparently.
Anyway, yes, they will give you a hard time if you have formula. They love to check the formula.
Or coffee creamer. That went off with what was it, explosive
Yeah.
notification. And I'm like,
Mm.
you can keep it. It's just creamer, hadn't even been opened yet. Please take it. If it's that, I don't want it.
That was
Mine
not
gets
the kind of
taken
high I was looking
toothpaste.
for. Hey, on deck with CB, Adam and Debbie. I hope you're doing good. We're kind of all over tonight, so just bear with us.
Not all of us.
It's a typical Saturday night.
They're. I don't know what they're talking about now. We're so far from debarkation day. I don't know.
We
I don't
really
know what we're
are.
talking about. I'm over here getting nervous about New York now. It's going to be $500 to fly in the day of. How is that even possible?
Even with your
It'd be cheap for me to drive down.
even with
Yeah,
your
but you just can't park anywhere when you do.
Right. I can't win for losing.
why don't you just fly to Baltimore and ride up a clock?
Oh.
Sorry, clock.
You look at his face. No. That's not going to work.
That issue is
He got real quiet.
That was not the commitment clock was looking for.
yeah. I don't even know what time we'd be passing that one. So I think I'm planning on leaving my house at
We'll make it work.
4:00.
We'll make it work. I'll fly in a day early to Baltimore and stay at a Baltimore hotel. I'm just joking, Mike. I wouldn't ask you to do that.
Oh. Sorry, clock.
Right. Come on, Jenny.
I'll just stir over here.
You can see Mike. Mike's trying to figure out his excuse. He's like, "Oh, man, I'm on the spot."
Well, I don't have a problem. Like I said, my son's the one driving anyway. I'm just trying to figure out, like, we plan on taking his car, but if you do want to get a ride, we may have to change cars. Because
No. I'm good. I'm getting a hotel and then I'm gonna get an Uber.
Okay, because he's got a Fusion hybrid, and it's got the extra set of batteries in it. His trunk is like 12 inches deep by the 48 inches, the width of the car, and I think we plan on putting most of our stuff in the back seat. So we.
I could carry it. You can put it on top of me. I'll carry it.
Yeah, Bill only packed one swimsuit. This is a 9-day cruise, right? Or 8-day, 9-day?
8-day. Yep. We may end up not having enough room as it is, so we may end up having to take my car anyway.
This is strange because I'm on like, automatic mode when I do Carnival. By going to MSC, I don't know what to expect.
You got all your stuff printed off?
I did. It was like 16 pages. I printed everything.
I'm surprised. I would have lost that bet.
What? That I had to print it off?
It typically says that you got to print it off. At least the first couple pages it does.
Yeah, I printed everything off. I got my little luggage tag. I must be having a stroke. Luggage tag over here someplace where just put it on a bag and be good to go. So, and I just don't see myself. I don't see myself, doing any. Even though I did it in Chicago. No, where did I stay? It was Chicago where I had my luggage. No. It was like London or someplace where I had my luggage and I had to get on the subway. That's just, it's just, to me, that's just weird. But I guess places like New York, it's probably like common practice to see people on a train with luggage.
Yeah.
I would think so. Can you take a train in?
Well, I say I fly for free. So if I come up
from the
to
airport.
train.
That's true.
No, it's just I got an added expense. Armstrong's gonna have to pay a little bit this time.
That's okay. Well,
Just once. It might be my last time going out of New York. Well, I don't like New York. I don't want to cruise two days to get to warm weather. The only place I'll ever do that in, well, I wouldn't say only place, but Alaska. Okay, I got you. It's going to be cold. But now I got to bring a warm jacket. MTA/subway or car service bill. Car service again. What I saw is not cheap, but I will find out. I'm gonna get a hotel around the airport. Eddie. Eddie, I'm gonna ask Eddie. Eddie's from New York, Brooklyn. Eddie, what airport do I fly in to that's closest to Brooklyn, the port of Brooklyn? I was told JFK, even though LaGuardia and Newark aren't too far away.
have a great night. I'm on C Channel. I hope.
Good night.
I'll see you soon. Also, they're putting up their videos from the vlogger series. They've been really good. Like, I really enjoyed a lot of their videos, especially the one in Costa Maya, because I like seeing the port. So if you haven't checked their videos out, do it. They're awesome. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. Y'all made it so much fun.
And that's what I heard, JFK. Good night. So I'm gonna fly in JFK, get a hotel around there, and then take a Uber or Lyft probably. But who knows? Because if I get there early Saturday, I'll probably get on the subway, and if I can get like on one subway or maybe like switch maybe one time, maybe I will try a subway to the port.
No problem. Sorry we didn't stay on topic as much, but
He said he loved the info.
Yeah. You're awesome. Have a great night. Well, if you take, it'll be interesting. I'm hoping you're going to document it so those of us who want to take MSC out of New York will know. My hair is doing something.
Hecky no. I'm not going to be on the subway pulling out a camera. Oh, that's a nice looking camera you got there, sir. with your suitcase. Can I make it any more obvious? I got a suitcase and a camera. Okay. And then on the back, I'm gonna have like rob me. So yeah, no, I choose not to do that.
Just have your QR code.
Do you know where you're at, sir? No, I don't. Okay, good. Yeah. You get off here.
Let's go to this warehouse where you're by yourself.
Right. Well, I would be dumb enough to get out. Hey, this is your stop. Okay. Oh, hello. Anybody here?
Hello.
Follow me for more adventures. Armstrong.
And that's the last. See, that's why I like going to like ports like Miami and stuff like that. You just fly in, go right to the port, hotel right by South Beach. And, that's what I'm used to. Just simple things like that.
Eddie said you're safe.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just joking. I'm not worried about that. I'm really not worried about New York. Big cities don't scare me. It's just inconvenient when you get on the subway and it's crowded and you have a suitcase and I don't know how busy the subways are, but I don't. That stuff doesn't bother me. I'm just kidding about that.
No, we know. Well, and it's different. Like we're kind of going through the same thing with having to fly. We've been able to drive to Galveston and overpack and bring 20 pieces of luggage and 75 pounds each. And it's like when you're I'm joking. I was exaggerating.
Well, no,
But
but I've heard that though. I've heard that from people, and I've never driven to a port, so I don't know what that is. So I'm always conscious of a 50-pound limit on one bag. I try to make everything in one bag. But I guess if you could drive, it's like why not bring all that you can? And
yeah,
I mean,
Andrew and I today were like, I'm like, do you want to bring a 24 pack of sodas? Do you want to bring 12 pack?
I still want to bring the least amount of stuff as I possibly can.
That's what he said. Well, he's my pack mule. He's the one that carries it all. So he was like, why do you keep adding stuff to the list?
well, that's why I hate even the fact that I have to take a jacket now. Going to New York, I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but I'm assuming it's going to be, 40s off the water. It's going to be cold if I'm Saturday night if I go out and do anything.
Yeah.
So now I got a jacket to take and a suitcase and backpack.
So up there, do y'all have the jackets with like the fur and stuff? Like
we don't have no. I mean, I guess some people do have fur. Some people have fur. Are you asking me like, am I an Eskimo or something? It's not that cold. I mean, I have I have a coat with a hood, no fur around it.
I guess I was just trying to envision it because like here where we are, I mean, we may have like 2 days of maybe needing a jacket, and we just run to the car and back. Like we don't.
Well, you
like,
dress
I
in
got rid of
layers.
all my jackets.
Dress in layers. If it gets really cold, you have your long johns on, a sweater, and a jacket, and you're good. A hoodie.
I guess I really was just kind of curious. I mean, no.
They also have you dress in layers. That way, when you slip on the ice and fall, it doesn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
Bounce right off.
Oh, hey, Eddie, I got your message. Thank you.
Oh, Eddie, thanks. I don't know. I was just kind of curious. I mean, because I know in Michigan you get pretty cold.
It can. I mean, again, I do like the older I get, the more I hate the cold, but I can deal with it. It's just that you have to be prepared for it, and now there's just more stuff to take. When I did that from Australia to Seattle and then did Alaska, I had to pack for like the tropical weather and Alaska, which is what Tony and Liz are going to have to do. And it's like now we got to bring warm clothes and summer clothes, and it's just you got to pack. I actually had to take 2 suitcases.
That's true. I didn't even think about that either.
Well, I guess it's going to be spring in Japan because they said that the
cherry blossoms.
Yeah, cherry blossoms will be starting to bloom. So I'm excited about that.
That'd be nice.
And Bill, you still don't have that one?
No, Carnival. They did send me some more $100 offers.
But you've got your family cruise that same time. April 24, right?
Hold on. I'm sorry.
On Royal.
What was the question again? Say it one more time.
You have your family cruise that same time frame though on Royal, right?
April 12th or so.
Yeah, they leave April 1st.
April 1st and May 1st.
Yeah. But see again, April, if for me, like I'm flying from Detroit to Orlando. So all I need is a hoodie. Somebody's gonna drop me off at the airport, so I just take my hoodie and I'm good. But if I'm going to New York for the day, I gotta prepare for New York weather. And if I was going to Alaska or wherever I was going, I would have to prepare for that weather because I don't know what it's going to be like.
Well, aren't y'all going next week? So you should be able to pull up the 10-day forecast right now for the weather.
Yes, and it's going to be probably 40s and 50s at night.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean,
It's not
again,
good. It's
cold.
not good.
Yeah.
You just got to get a blanket.
I knew. I need to be warm.
Take a snuggie.
Tell
Yeah.
them you need a robe and walk around the ship with a robe all day, like
There you
some
go.
of those other people were doing on the Carnival cruise. Did you see all them people walking around with robes?
I did. That was just crazy.
Yeah.
Better
You weren't
times.
you weren't a bad bitch in your robe?
Wow. What? Wow. What?
Whoa.
In your robe? Isn't that what they call it?
I'm old. I'm old. I don't know these new sayings you young people have nowadays.
I think it's what they call it.
I can't believe you said that.
I
That
know.
ear's a burner.
I'm sorry.
I know, right?
I'm sorry. I think that's what they call it.
I hadn't heard that.
Oh. I'm going way off the subject here, but I posted a video and I had to take it down. I looked like they just put up a copyright claim on a song that I had in it. But it looks like they're late because I already cleaned it up because they told me I had a copyright claim before, but I went in and had redo it and I took the song out. It was like a 20-second clip. I was walking on the deck of the Lido deck and somebody was playing some song in the background. It was some obscure song and they picked up on it and it gave me a copyright claim, but I cleaned it up. But I just got the notification on YouTube. But I went back. I look now and I see it's cleared. So
Oh, that's
Mine's
good.
still showing a copyright claim on my dashboard from one that I deleted the video and totally redid it. The one on the Vegas Strip, the music
okay,
that they used in the background there. I
yeah,
got hit with one, but luckily they hit me before the premiere, so I pulled the video down and
right.
made a whole new video.
Well, that's what I did with this one, and I thought I had fixed it, but then I had cleared it all out, and then it popped up again. So I just went back to check to make sure that it was okay, and now it's okay because, again, people, you'll be proud of me, people. I have like 4 videos done and posted.
You've been
4
doing
premieres.
awesome.
Yeah.
You've been
4
doing awesome.
premieres. I actually put my videos up in the members only chat for my channel, and none of my members watched it, so I took it down and just posted a regular premiere.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at you guys.
No, you.
Well,
I don't know how that works.
but no, I left it up for like 24 hours. The thing was, I didn't know how that worked as far as if I had for members only, could I still make it a premiere? It looks like I can, but that's why I did it. I wasn't really trying to catch you guys. I did want to, because I feel like I owe you guys something. So, but I'm 4 videos up.
Nice.
Proud of you.
Are you trying to make me feel bad?
No, I'm happy. It's been so long since I've been able to post long version videos, and I'm so happy. I'm excited to even tell people that I have my video out to I think it's the 27th. No, I'm out to the 20th, and I have one that I haven't quite finished up yet, but it'll be to the 27th, and we'll be back for my cruise, Mike. And this is all from the booze cruise.
I have just in room tours right now. I have 1, 2, 6, 7. I have 7 videos to make on room tours and haven't done any of them.
Clock.
I have
between New Orleans and this one, because the place I stayed the last 2 nights, let me look in 4 different rooms and video 4 different rooms.
Hey, traveling fools. I hope you're doing well.
I do. I still have. I'm up to day 3, the booze cruise. I haven't put out day 3 yet, but then I should be able to do 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and then the cabin tour.
Bill, I'm going to talk to you on the cruise about that because I'm not one that normally does my like daily activities. I video enough to where I could, but I don't normally do that. I normally just put out like if I go to a show, I'll put out the video of the show, or I'll do whatever the excursion was I did. But on this one here, I kind of want to because a lot of people want to see that footage because it's everybody that knows each other. But then I also got to look at how much am I going to add to it because there's so many people that was videoing during the same time. So I don't want to really do a bunch of video that's the same as everybody else has out there. So,
but it's not because it's your perspective, so it's not going to be the same.
Yeah,
your video is not going to be the same as mine. Mine's not going to be the same as Rob. Rob is going to be the same as Naughty and Josh. I mean, so it's all different.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, could it be repetitive? Some of it could be because I did one like on the slot pull. But so again, if a lot of people did it from the slot pull, you could see like having the same footage. But then you do voiceovers. You do. I'm speaking into my camera as far as what I'm saying. Clock, Ricky, and things like that. So you'll give me calling out like Ricky's name. It's just stuff like that where it's just different. And for people that like us, they can't get enough of us. So that means they'll watch yours, they'll watch mine, just to see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not the best at it, but what I do is try to do everything in chronological order. So I'll get up for breakfast. Hey, everybody. Ooh, just getting up. It's been a long day. Heading over to breakfast. This is what I had for breakfast. Went to a show. Oh, I gotta hurry and get out of here to go to the slot pull. And then just like that. So I try to make my videos generally between 8 and 15 minutes. But I mean, to me, it's just I always put I download all my stuff every day because I mean, you walked up on me one night. I download all my video from one day into a folder. So when I start to work on my videos, day 2, day 3, day 4, I have it all right there, and I try not to cross over so I can keep it like in order.
Yeah. Mine is just like I said, I upload everything to Google Photos, so it automatically separates it by the day anyway. So then I just go back and I just click on whatever I want to do, put it in a folder, and then send it over to Filmora.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fun. I'm trying to talk more on the video, and I'm trying to put the camera in my face more and explain what I'm doing more than just videotaping what's going on around me. So,
see, I did that for that one vlog on the Vloggers Cruise just to try it out because I seen everybody doing it there. But I just one, I stutter too much, and or I say things that I shouldn't say, and 2, I just don't think about it. Like,
right.
go into whatever I'm gonna do. So I even on my last Wonder trip, I even started trying to do it. Like, I'm up on the deck and I'm recording, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna go do this today, and I'm sitting next to the astronaut, the one astronaut that's on the seating level. There's 4 astronauts on the ship that are hidden throughout the ship. So one of them's in the seating area. So I'm sitting there talking to myself on the thing, and then I pan over to the astronaut and I say, "What do you think?" And that's just something little to throw
Right.
in there, just play around. And
See, I think people like that.
Lost footage.
It's different. I actually started taking my camera. I started taking like a. I don't have it here. Nope, yes I do. I started carrying this around like wherever I go now, so I can put my phone on here, set it up, and talk. Like if I'm eating or something like that, it's awkward. It's awkward for me to do it, but that way I'm able to talk into the camera without holding it like at arm's length.
Yeah.
So, you got somebody new in the building.
Yes. Yes.
Hey.
Hey,
Hello, Ramadan.
From Cambodia.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
And Traveling Full says,
Welcome.
love you all. This cruising community is so full of wonderful, positive people. We are jet setters, but y'all going to make us take our first cruise. We hope we do. And
Please
let us know
do.
when you go.
Just yeah, if you watch any of those videos that we put out from the last week on that on the booze cruise, you'll see how good of a community it is and how much fun we had, and you'll definitely want to take a cruise.
You will.
yeah.
It really was. Yeah, it really was, and it didn't have to turn out that way, but it did, and I'm glad I was a part of that one. The little that I was involved.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Did you like the little stalker from the elevator? Remember when I said hi to you, and then I got on the elevator, and you
Yeah, I
were
did.
you were sitting in the chair right next to the elevator. So I was like, "What's the chances of that?" So I had to film over
Right,
his
right.
shoulder, and
No,
filmed it on
I
my
mean
little
that.
chat.
Oh, they're going to Helen.
Sweet.
Okay,
That's
I
awesome.
booked the Helen. I'm going in on Wednesday, I believe.
When is it?
That is
It's
March 8th, 9th, and 10th. I think I'm going in on the 6th.
See, I'm tempted to come down there.
Seems like it's going to be a pretty good turnout this year.
Yep, it does.
A lot of people on that cruise said they're going to go, plus some other people that I've heard over the last couple of weeks.
That looks like it looked like a lot of fun last year. Like the activities they had planned, it looked pretty well organized for that too.
I just think that town looks kind of interesting too, as far as videoing.
Yeah, I know Sherry and Danny went there and they put out some videos on it. And I think they're going as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Is there anything else y'all wanted to cover about Debarkation Day that we may have left off? I mean, I know we talked about not having your flights first thing, declarations, luggage, eating breakfast. Is there anything else?
Make sure you leave out a set of clothes for the next day.
Yeah, don't be walking out in your jammies.
Make sure that you kind of keep up with your expenses while you're on the ship, because that will hit you last night. Next morning, if there's not room on your credit card, I don't know if they'll let you off or not.
Right. Well, they call you up. They stop you. You swipe to get off. You have to go to guest services.
Yeah.
Wash dishes.
They said
Well,
Dory.
I'm sure they just make arrangements or whatever. They can't really hold you. I mean, it's not.
They don't.
It's. But again, they will do probably want you to make a arrangement.
Yes, hold me, and then I'll have a back-to-back.
Right.
They were calling people the night before on our cruise, telling them to get a hold of guest services. I guess if they didn't have a card on file or whatever.
They won't hold you. What they'll do, from what I've heard, what they'll do is like you have to set up an arrangement, but they will put collections out against you, and if you don't pay them, you can't book any more cruises and stuff with them.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I think I read it in one of the like Carnival chats where they were talking like somebody, for instance, they had medical expenses, and so they couldn't pay their bill that last night, so and then their card was declined and stuff, so they let them get off the ship, but they had to make some kind of payment arrangement, and until they were completely settled back with Carnival, they could not cruise, book anything, all that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
How accurate that is. That's just what I read.
You know what Carnival has done to me the last 2 times I've cruised with Carnival? I use a debit card for room expenses, And if I need to transfer money onto it, I do whatever. But anyway, I use a debit card, and that way, even if it's hacked, it can only get so much. Every time I do it, when I get off the ship, I get home that night. Carnival cancels out the debit or the credit.
Yes.
So it goes. So they put all the money back into my account,
Yes.
and then the next day they take it all out again.
Yes.
But again, it's like I could really sit here and use that money again because they put it all back in there. Let's say it's $1,000. They put it back all into my bank account, and I can take it out again. Well, it's not. It's a separate debit card because it's not linked to my bank account.
Right.
Just for that reason, so they can only take off so much. So they all put it all back in. I'm like, why would they do that? I mean, that's just asking somebody to go ahead and, well, I got another bill I need to pay. Let me pay that, and then I'll get back with you later, Carnival.
They've done the same for me because I do something very similar. And so I'll put a debit card down, and then, they're constantly the whole week. Like if let's say you charge $50 to the casino, they're pulling 50 right then, right? They're just constantly putting all these different holds and stuff on your card. Then, like you said, that last night, you'll get off the ship, and then they'll take it all off. And then let's say it's $1,600. Well, they'll pull all that off, and then the next day take out $1,600 in one transaction. Bye, traveling fools. I hope y'all have a college football podcast to do. Just want to say hey and show support. We love you too. And I hope you have an awesome podcast. Are you doing it right now? Drop your link. I know there's some football fans here.
Yeah.
I do. College football, Michigan, go blue.
Anyway, but yeah, I think that's odd too, Bill. That's why they tell you not to put a credit card or a debit card down, because if that's like your actual true bank account, it can really,
right.
Let's say electricity bills hitting and all these things, it can really mess up your bank account.
Right. That's why, like, when you get off the ship, I never would use my debit card. I don't want to use the credit card because if the credit card gets compromised, you have to cancel it out. So now you can't use the credit card either. Now I'm not worried about you're not losing the money, but you just can't use it anymore.
Right. And I've had two where even though I've let my bank know I'm going on a cruise, because they're doing so many hits to that account that where my bank has locked my account. It's happened to me more than once, and I couldn't go and do anything, and I've had to go to customer service, contact my bank, and I let y'all know I'm on this cruise, but because there's like so many charges hitting to that card, that it still flagged it, and I've had to go to customer service.
How many charges do you get?
Well, when you're doing like, it's usually when I've been heavy in the casino.
That was way too convenient on the ship last week.
Let me slide 50 over.
$50 on the room charge. $50 on the room charge.
It was.
That's usually where usually if it's after a good sea day of gambling is when they've locked my card.
Well, then we went ahead and Carnival denied me for some reason for the credit card because I had one and I didn't use it. So I guess it's for some reason because of that. So we just went ahead and put one in my wife's name, and with her getting it, it's a $200 statement credit right off the bat. As long as you spend $1,000, I was like, well, challenge accepted. $50 on the room charge.
That's what my mom did, and then with my mom too, like when you turn your points in, you can turn it into onboard credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one for Royal, Norwegian, and this. So I've been putting a bunch of stuff on Norwegian so I can afford the excursions when we go.
Well, that's what we did with our first set of once we got enough points, we used it. We had been debating whether, is the drink package worth it? Is it not, going back and forth. So we had enough points that we bought the drink package. That way even though we were out points, we weren't out cash,
Right.
and we were able to determine the drink package just isn't for us. I mean, we we didn't buy anywhere near what we needed to buy in order to make it worth its while.
We looked at the drink package today for Royal, for the Utopia. I was considering it, and I told Andrew, I'm like, no,
Yeah,
just no.
it's crazy.
We are kind of really considering like the soda package, but because I said, well, maybe for the 3 days, since Bill and all them are going, like we'll do the drink package for that one. And then I was like, no, I'm not saying no.
See, I don't plan on really drinking that much because I got 3 days to try to see as much of that ship as I can. So, and I don't want to be like drinking doing that.
Right.
So, I mean, again, I'm gonna drink, but not a lot.
Well, I'm just thinking if y'all do like a bar crawl or something, like
Yeah.
that was just kind of where I was thinking. But then when I looked at the price of the drink package per day, I was like, yeah, we'll be all right.
You know what the bar crawl cost me for 5 bars?
You said 150.
Yep.
Yeah, but think about it. Like Royal, wasn't it like $85 a day per person?
Yeah.
That's 170.
Yep.
It's a lot.
We did a bar crawl one time. He bought one at one bar. I bought one at another bar, and we carried them for the rest of the bars. Just worked on that same one all the way through.
Well,
I know that's not
I'm on it, but if I do a bar crawl, I'm buying a drink at every bar. But again, I wouldn't do it the next day. I just wouldn't. I mean, I just wouldn't drink the next day.
Right.
Or if I do, maybe one drink. I just couldn't do it every. I couldn't do it every day, all day. 10 drinks.
Even with the bubble. I mean, I don't know. It's not called bubbles on Royal, but Andrew and I don't drink a lot of soda. Like I'm not a soda. I'm not somebody who can just like slam sodas all day. Andrew, he loves soda. I mean, like Pepsi, Coke, that's his go-to. So for him, it makes sense to have the bubbles package. I got one for Chloe because she sees Daddy with one, she's gonna want one, and it's the 15-minute rule. But even today we were talking about it. I'm like, it didn't make sense. She's not gonna drink that many sodas. Like, so I'm gonna probably cancel that. But then when we were talking about it for Royal, again, I was like, Andrew, it makes sense for you, but how does it pay whatever $2.50 or whatever soda? I don't drink that many.
Well, make sure I find you guys on the ship so I can get my sodas for free.
Right?
Yeah. I'm probably going to get the refreshments package because I think
that's what it's called.
33 or something, or no, I think it's less than that right now.
It was reasonable.
23. And you'll get all your specialty coffees and then sodas and all the non-alcoholic drinks for free.
That's it. And you get a cup too, right?
You get the cup that's reusable. So technically, 2 people can use it. Because you can go to a bar anytime you want to and ask for a soda. And they don't care that you don't have the cup. They're just going to give you a soda from the bar.
Sweet.
And then you can take the cup. The other person will take the cup with them and use the fountain.
Hey, Cruise Vet. We were talking about you earlier.
In a good way.
Happy Veterans Day.
Yep. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Yes. Well, that makes because we're not really familiar with Royal's drink package, but Andrew was like, you get a cup, kind of like at Disney with the hotels. You get the cup and you can go refill it, whatever.
I may or may not have sat at the bar with my wife when she had the drink package, and I drank just as many as she did.
Oh, you can't confirm or deny that happened, but
yeah,
it happens on the ship.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Getting back to money real quick. I'm gonna get I get off real quick. I used to have my scheme for Carnival. Carnival, when you go to a slot machine, you can pull money directly from your room. So it charges to your room. So it's like free. So you go to a slot machine, you put your card in. Hey, you want to charge $50 to your room? Sure. No penalty. If you go to a table, they want to charge you $50 to your room. They want to charge you 3%. So what I would do I would go like instead of going to the ATM, which is probably $6 to transaction to use the ATM.
Yes.
go to a slot machine, put your card in, take off $50, and then go cash out from your player's bank to get the money. They must have got hip to that idea because now I did it. My card in the slots wouldn't work. It's like I couldn't charge my money. I'm like, what's wrong? It's like, go see the casino staff and not get services. Go see the casino staff. So they said, yeah, if you do that a couple of times, it blocks your card. They don't want you to get slick. So, yeah, they found out.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I've done that. Because I don't only get hit with the ATM fee on the ship, but then my bank charges me like another $5 or whatever it is. So I'm getting charged double. So I would exactly do that. $100 to the room. I might do one spin.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know. Maybe one spin might work because it says because I didn't gamble at all. But I mean, if you do one spin, maybe does that count as gambling? Because I mean, I went straight from the slot machine to the table. And but that was direct, it was just to avoid the 3%. So let's say it was $100. Let's say $100. So put $100 on my card in a slot machine, go to the table. Hey, take it out my player's bank, which is $100. No charge. If I charge it to my room, they're gonna charge me $100 plus $3 for the convenience fee. So they blocked it.
Wow.
Yeah. They always take away the cool stuff.
I know, right? That was all my go-to because I would never, when I get ready to get off the ship, I want some cash. I go the night before, I go to the casino, I get whatever amount of money I want in cash to my room and cash out, and I got cash for the trip.
Right, I've done that many times for the porters because I usually spend my cash in port, and then I have like, oh dang, I need 20 for my porters.
Royal doesn't do that as far as your money goes. You're they print you out a ticket like you're on the at a regular casino. So every time you cash out at your slot machine, you get a ticket and you go turn it in for the cash.
Okay.
Do they charge you to charge your room? Can you charge it to your room?
You can charge it to your room, I believe. Yeah, you can.
Do they charge you like a percentage?
No.
Okay. Well, nice. That's good.
They used to. I think they used to do 3% or whatever. But as far as I know, they do not do that anymore. Now, I think you're the same way. I think the table games they do, but the slots they don't. It's just a little different because you're going to do your cash out thing each time instead of carrying that bankroll over.
Right.
What about NCL? What does NCL do?
I don't even remember what the hell they did because I played a little bit, but every time I sat down, I lost.
Okay. Ooh. I don't want to sit down every time I lose. My goal, so I think I've talked about this, but with Jubilee.
I'm sorry. What's your goal with Jubilee?
I'm ready to cruise all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to take most of my casino budget from the Jubilee and put it towards NCL so that way maybe NCL, I can start off good with NCL. I'm a good gambler.
Well, when you're on Jubilee, talk to Naughty Cruiser and see what kind of NCL deals he gets.
Okay.
See if it's worth it. I'm not sure what kind of incentives they give him. But if anybody gets incentives, talk to him. Like I said, he put 24,000 points on his card from this last cruise.
Wow.
Wow.
See, Bill, you can't say nothing about my 4,000 anymore.
No, there's so many people that do that. It's incredible. But he kind of goes. They give him suites and he signs like prepaying his cruises.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a bunch of.
I can't remember. He had over $1,000 worth of free play in the casino too.
That's pretty good because I know my mom gets stuff like that too, and I know that she will spend her casino play.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Let's start with that and then add a little more, a little more. Never get to take much out. Tony cashes out more than I do when it's all said and done. I'm just I'm just looking at I'm paying in advance for the next cruise. Yeah, that's it.
And I appreciate that.
Hey, you're welcome. Getting you back to Japan, right?
Yeah.
See, it's worth it if you can do that.
Exactly.
I just wish I knew how many points I needed in order to get anything good. I haven't received any offers yet. We'll see what happens.
Like, it's strange. It's like some people that have never gambled or gambled very little, they've given them good deals. They just don't give them a lot of them.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're trying to trick you or trying to sucker you in to gamble more. So I'm sure you'll probably get some offers.
Yeah.
I've gotten a couple of interior rooms, but that's pretty much it. You know, because of course, why take those when she's getting the balconies?
We'll take the comparison. Okay, you've got that. Well, here, this is what I've got, and then I'm like, okay, I'll book it.
Yeah. We just put everything on my card just so everything kind of counted up as much as we could, but we still only got like 700 points.
Right. So Cruisette uses Cruise Brothers free internet and onboard credit.
So I wonder how much. Mike, was that hard to add it to your account? I didn't even see how exactly you add it to your account because I think I'm going to cancel my internet on Icon and put it on there from my free one because I don't want to use it for Utopia because they'd probably either hit me on the 3-day or the 4-day. I'm not going to be able to have it for both, I'm sure.
See, I haven't even done that training for that one yet.
You get $50 onboard credit and then 7 days highest internet each year.
Right. Yeah, I gotta do that.
Is Royal picky about internet? Like, I know a Carnival, like, let's say Andrew's on the internet. I can go in and kick him off and then cruise through social media or whatever. Or if I want to put Chloe's tablet on, I can kick both of us.
You can do it as many times as you want to.
Okay.
You're buying by the device, not by the thing. So I get the cheapest way to do it also is you don't buy a plan for him and buy a plan for you. You buy one plan and you do how many devices you want to do. That's the cheapest way to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because if you did one of each, it's like probably $50 more than if you just did one person, 2 devices.
Okay. Because like with Carnival, they don't, as of right now, they don't really do by devices. So like
I can send by your folio number.
It's by your folio number. So I just put in Andrew's folio number and whatever.
Yeah. What you're going to do is when you first set your account up, when you log in for the first time, you're going to set up, I think it's your email address and then a password or whatever you want to use. And that's just going to be you're going to do that same login for every device that you use. So like this last one we did, I got it, my son got it, his buddy got it, and my wife got it. So we had 4. So we did one person, 4 devices, and we just split it even between the 4 of us. And the more devices you get, the cheaper it is. So when you get 3, then it went down some more, and 4 went down some more.
Okay.
So it's way cheaper than buying one per person.
It'd be nice if they would offer something like that. On Carnival.
Yeah, that's kind of. It looked like they made me do both people in the cabin already. Like I didn't even have I didn't look into it that hard because we both wanted it. But it looked like when I checked internet, it automatically put it on both of us. Is that how?
Yeah, but you can go in and deselect one.
Okay, so you don't have to buy both people. Okay, gotcha.
No.
And if you do that, just make sure instead of going in and kicking them off, I'll look at him and say, "Are you using the internet?" And he's like, "No." And he goes in and signs off, and we wait a couple of minutes before we log in again, just to make sure. Because if there's, kicking each other off, they'll be like, "Hey, hold on now," might be something hinky going on with it. So we're just like, if you're not using it, I'd like to get on. He gets off of it, and then a few minutes later, I'll sign in. Then when, okay, I'm off, and then he can log back in when he's ready. So
Yeah, rule doesn't matter.
Okay. That's good to know. I know one time, like, I kicked Andrew off, and he was like, "Hey, Chloe was watching her whatever. Can you please get off the internet?" So she's screaming because it's not working. I'm like, my bad. Now, does Royal have the chat feature like Carnival does?
Royals is free.
Oh, even better.
I can, based off this last cruise, I can say that Royals is one hell. The internet and all is a hell of a lot better. Now, as far as the connection, as far as doing a live stream, Bill's Live and my live when I joined Bill's Live was a lot better than when I tried to do one on Wonder. But as far as I can make phone calls while I'm on Royal, and I could not do that on Carnival. Even with my Wi-Fi on, I could not do it. Now I could do FaceTime through my phone, but also when I got back to the port in New Orleans, when I turned my phone back on, I got all kinds of text messages and emails and stuff like that I should have gotten days before that were important, emails and text messages and stuff, when I would have gotten all that stuff with Royal.
Okay. That's good to know too.
Day two, the chat that you pay $5 for, day two ours went out.
Yeah.
So our whole big group sitting there chatting with each other, saying what everybody wants to do, mine didn't work. So I had to rely on getting a hold of Bruce or somebody else that had the internet to see what everybody was doing, because neither one of us could see the chat because both of us got kicked out of it.
We've had that happen too, and they've had to refund us because
they refunded us, but they never fixed it.
Yeah, it's done that with us too. It's been hit or miss. Like some cruises it works great, some cruises.
Now with Royal, the only thing is you have to have a different email address for each person, or else it's going to chat like you're the same person.
Oh, okay.
They won't get it right. So my kids, when they were set up, when I put the accounts, I put all under my email address because I didn't like when I'm filling out all that stuff. I'm not worried about what their email address is. So once we got on the ship, we realized what the deal was. So we went ahead and set them all up their own email address. So it also makes it easier down the road for their Crown and Anchor numbers and everything else.
That makes sense too. Cruise Vets, he said that it was easy. He submitted the form and it took about 10 days for it to process.
Okay. So I should probably do that pretty soon because I don't know what I got. Well, still a couple months away.
Yeah.
And one of the times the internet didn't work on his phone, it was some of the settings that they had. So we went to the photo gallery or whatever, and they kind of tweaked his phone a little bit and got it to work. And so I don't know if that might have had something to do with your chat.
Well, I tried that, and they did not have anybody on the ship that was familiar with the internet stuff. Like Royal has an internet desk, and they have people that are there dedicated for internet stuff. And I went to customer service. I said, "Do you have anybody on board that can like help me with the internet situation?" No. I have to. In order, they're sitting there telling me, in order for us to complain about it, I have to send an email back to shore, see what they say, and then they send one back to me, and then I got to get a hold of you and see what the deal is, and see if I can help you.
Wow.
It was such a pain in the ass. It isn't funny.
And how were you supposed to send the email back when you didn't have internet?
Well, I had the internet. The chat was what was the one wasn't working.
Oh, okay.
That's where you're just like, just give me back my $5 and just
Yeah.
I won't
Right.
use it.
Well,
But here's some more credit.
Hey, I got $4. Let's casino.
Right. One's
it was more of a pain in the ass because of everybody that was in the group. We had a chat going with like 40 people in it. So if anybody wanted to do anything, you just throw it out in the chat and then you knew what everybody was doing. Or if anybody wanted to join you doing this or that or whatever. And of course, we didn't know what anybody was doing. What, you didn't like the chat, Bill?
I quit paying attention to the chat. Just started going like all the other chats. Everybody, hey, hi, hey, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
goodbye.
Yes. It got to where people were just putting everything on there.
I can see that. Just
Yeah.
random thoughts and
Yes.
Certain people more of a pain in the butt than others.
it happens. Well, that's cool. I'm glad Cruise Vet, I'm glad you brought that up because I had questions.
Well, I am getting off because it's 1:30 and I don't know what we plan on doing tomorrow. My buddy came in today, so I'm sure he's probably going to get up early tomorrow morning, and him and his family, and we'll probably
Early-
get into something
Early, like 10 a.m.
early, like 7.
Ooh, clock. I'm sorry.
Well, that's
7 in the morning.
I mean that's normal for me. So. Pretty
Well,
much
I'm-
every Saturday that we've done this, I went to bed and got up at 7.
Oh boy. I'm sorry, Clock. I'm so glad to see you, and I'm hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
and
getting
start
there.
feeling better.
Got
Yeah.
a little bit in there still.
Yeah. You've done well this whole time, though.
Yeah.
You
Please-
did
please
cough
be
one
well
time, and
back.
I'm like, oh, it looks like it hurt.
Please be well by next Sunday.
Yeah, I won't be sick.
He
I won't get you sick.
will. Well, Clock, I hope you have a great night. We'll chat with you tomorrow. Are you live tomorrow?
Oh, yes, we are going to do a live. I'm not sure exactly where yet. So
Okay.
I do have to get that set up too.
So everybody needs to have their bell notification on, and there you
That's right.
go.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
I will
All right,
catch you all
Claude.
later.
You too. You have a great night, bud.
All right. Good night.
Yeah, dude.
Good night, Mike.
Night.
Do y'all want to stay on, hop off? I'm either way.
I'm probably going to get ready to get off here too.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Football Sunday.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I've been up since early this morning going, so I'm totally down for that. Well, Tony, Lisa, do you want to talk about anything coming up on your channel, and then we'll log off?
You have anything up?
No, I'm working on some shorts and stuff, trying to get some stuff done. But that's
Been busy. Yeah.
yeah.
Been doing a lot of dive classes and stuff, so he hasn't had a minute to work on it. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I actually get to teach my first dive classes by myself next weekend, next Saturday. I'm doing what they call a DSD as well as a refresher. And that's
Nice.
kind of exciting for me. DSD is basically Discover Scuba. It's where you take people that are thinking about scuba diving and they just want to see what it's like. And you still have to, there's certain things you have to teach them before they go in the pool, and
Right.
you take them into the pool and kind of teach them some things, give them a taste of what it's like. And then the refresher is people who have their license. They just haven't been scuba diving in a while. And they want, before they get back into it, they want to get refreshed on some things. And so I'm nervous, but excited.
Sounds like fun.
It's gonna be fun. Can't
Yeah.
wait to hear. We'll ask you about it next Saturday. So
Yeah, I just can't record it because you can't record while you're teaching.
right.
Good.
So, all right.
Makes sense.
Well, Bill, I know you have Wednesday with Scott.
Yep. I have 2 lives every week. Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Me and Controversial Cruising, Scott, we do a live cruise talk show. And then Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, I also do another, usually a cruise talk show. Usually that's what I'm doing. But now I actually have content going out. So I hit your notification bell. I think I have, I have one at 5 o'clock Monday. I have a video premiere 11 a.m. Wednesday. And then after that, it'd be 5 p.m. Monday. I'll be putting out a new video every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So that's the schedule. That's what I'm trying to keep to now. And shorts in between every now and then. And then these wonderful lives Jennifer puts up here. I'll try to join as many as I can.
Yes. We
Yes.
are.
We
Yes.
definitely enjoy you.
Yeah.
Bill's amazing.
We'll be back on ship with you.
Yeah. I can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. And
One of these days.
huh? Yeah, I know. Hopefully soon. And then I was gonna give an update on hours. We are 426 hours away from our 4,000. So we are
Sweet.
getting closer.
Nice.
So I'm going to try to go live more frequently. Work and life has kind of been a little crazy the last 2 weeks, couple weeks, but I'm hoping to maybe do some more lives this week than I have the last couple. So, but thank you everybody, to the 13 of you that have hung out with us all night. I appreciate you. And I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you.
Night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
Bye.